20.
Okay.
Very nice.
I'm still showing Geek and Sundry, but
A blacksmith?
I had to refresh.
What sort of name is blacksmith?
Frickin-
Myth.
Oh no, it just randomly switched my screen to Zao.
So, I feel like that would put a monkey ears scratch. I'm dead, I think.
Also, whoever is that in the bottom left corner, that's a hella awesome hairstyle.
That's you, Pink
Uh,
Room.
What?
You have an awesome hairstyle.
Oh, thank you. It's that pompadour, man. You gotta keep it alive. It's a pain in the ass though to get going, but once you get it, it's nice.
Yeah, my one of my uncles tried a pompadour mullet.
Ooh.
Yeah, I gotta use like pomade and then hairspray. And first time I tried to use hairspray, I felt like I was just stupid, man. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
You gotta
I'd be
You gotta
like,
get
"Hey,
that-
sister, show me how to use it."
you gotta use that spray oil that we use for pans so we can get the stuff to stick to it.
Right.
So greasy. Oh, don't
Yeah.
do that to your hair. Let your hair breathe.
Alright, things are working.
It's hair. It's already dead.
But hey,
Just
the
wash
stuff
it
I
this
used to
way, you're
use was
good.
advertised for people with afros. I don't know
Uncle
why I
Axel-
used it, but I did.
Axel looks so fucking huggable. Holy shit.
Feel free
Yeah,
to
no,
start
to be
whenever you
honest-
want to, Axel. You're on stage.
When I heard Axel's voice, and I saw him, I don't know why, but I expected him to be some, a really big black guy, really intimidating looking. And then you see this big, cuddly, big bearded dude, and it's like, oh, damn, that's Axel? Okay.
No,
Not
it's Archie.
disappointed kind of thing, but, it's different.
Archie takes that role.
I don't think Archie's intimidating. I don't know, unless you want to be intimidating.
The voice alone is intimidating.
I could see that, actually. Yeah.
Well, thanks, I guess.
So we should probably get started.
Maybe
I
that
don't know,
might be a
can
good
we
thing.
hear... Axel, if you're speaking, I cannot hear you.
You're muted or something.
You left push to talk on. I wonder if he forgot that he's on push to talk.
You should be able to hear us, though, right?
Yes, he can. I'm just trying to. I feel like he's trying to remember what key it was.
Axel, wave if you can hear us.
No, we can't hear you.
Oh.
Wave if you can hear us.
So
Oh, he can hear us. He can hear us. He's just trying to disconnect.
Oh.
hello?
Yeah,
Hello.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can hear you now.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I can hear you guys. Archie, can you do a sound test for me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Archie's coming in really quiet for me. I'm gonna try to turn him up.
Let me see.
Hope I'm doing fine.
Is this better?
Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. Way
Um,
better.
Is mine
I'll
okay?
just put a better mic later. Alright.
Well, hey, everyone, thanks for coming and watching. This is our new campaign we're starting. It's a setting I created with these folks in mind. I hope everyone has fun. We have a few people off camera that are with us. I am your DM, Alex, and I'll let them do introductions. If you want to tell us what your character you're playing, and yeah, that's it. Why don't we start with Archie?
Hi, my name is Archie. I've been playing D&D for 5 years. In this campaign, I'm playing a character named Koljos, or Monthine, a barbarian triton from the depths of the ocean, coming to the surface to fight oppression and to free those who he thinks need to be freed. He likes to eat a lot of things, because he doesn't know any better, but hopefully he's charming and just and righteous while also dashing. So yeah, that's me.
Nice. Thanks, Archie. Thank you. Ace, go ahead.
I'm playing a dwarf, Tricky Mending Hammer. I'm a cleric. He's really into smithing and stuff. He's coming out to look for this forge that he's heard all these rumors about that's supposed to craft these amazing magical items. And he's just trying to become one of the best smiths of all, but he knows he ain't gonna do it alone because, well, he's a dwarf. So it'd be nice to have some other skills. So.
Thank you, Ace. Weasley, you want to let us in on who you are?
So I'm Wisely. I'm playing Janaea Standish, who is a half-elf rogue who actually was a former soldier with the UNL before she was dishonorably discharged. And now that she's had a little bit of separation, she kind of realizes that, yeah, she might have been working for the bad guys. So she'd heard some rumors about the resistance, so she's coming to seek them out. Try to maybe fight for the right side this time.
Great, thank you. And off camera, we have Siren, who's doing a lot of our...
Yep, I'm doing most of the IT stuff behind the scenes.
Go ahead, Siren. Who are you playing?
Sure, one second. I am Saren, and I'm playing H.G. Zhao. A saboteur, spy, and all-around deceiver who likes to be a charlatan in town in the public eye, a fake priest, or just an alright asshole, but he's not against helping the resistance overthrow a regime. Result in a lot of money.
Nice. Thank you, Siren. Thank you. And then finally, we have Cassidy.
Yep, I'm Cass. Actual name Cassidy. Yes, I play the Malima Lacaris, a water genasi druid. They're just trying to make their way in this new world that they kind of found themselves in. Joined the resistance because, well, searching for friends, and that's probably one of the. She thinks that's one of the best places to look. She doesn't really know what a resistance is.
Great, guys. Thank you. And we're going to begin here in a second. Before we do, just a quick little insight on this world. It is very heavy on the humans. There is a bit of political things going on within the game. Players may or may not get involved in that. There's also the big part is that orcs have been genocided off the planet. They basically do not exist. And that was the work of humanity. And the influence that they forced upon other races too. Half-orcs are being enslaved. There's a constant bounty. And that is what many of our heroes are, or maybe heroes, are here to hopefully have something to do with. We begin our adventure as each hero individually made their way to a small town. There are multiple villages and farms that connect to this town. It is the town of Bexley. Last we left off with I gotta get you guys' names on here because that's gonna be a bad mistake for me to do. As Kojos was discussing with the dwarf Talbot and the half-orc who he had enslaved. Yes, I believe last I left, you were sitting there discussing with the half-orc and trying to talk him into leaving, correct?
Yes. Koljos was saying, I am not very aware of your customs here, but I know that this is not right, and slavery is never the correct option, so we must leave now. Don't know where we can go, but we must leave.
The half-orc looks around and he sees that more and more people are starting to pay attention to the conversation, and he sees get nervous, and he looks at you and says, "There's no leaving. We will be captured."
Well, if we face adversity, I have my glaive. I am a pretty skilled fighter. I mean, I don't know what the caliber of fighters are on land, but in the ocean, I was pretty strong. So, like I said, we should get going now. Nobody should be enslaved. No more slavery. And now.
We have other members of the party that are witnessing, you see a contingent of men dressed in gold plate. The plate is slightly rusted, covered in mud, as if they haven't really taken very good care of it, but still the gold of the armor is visible. They are making their way very clearly past the general goods and the tavern where some of you are located and the inn, and approaching the blacksmith and the half-orc. I believe the closest one was our cleric friend. And I'm sorry, Ace, your name?
Tricky.
Tricky. I'm going to write these guys down because it's bad on me, very bad. Beginner stuff. Tricky, you very clearly see over in the distance, not too far from you, the blacksmith who has stopped hammering. His hammer is held to his side. He seems nervous. A half-orc and a man that you believe to be, well, actually hard for you to recognize the race. From this distance, he could be a half-orc to you. His skin is a little bit more bluish green, I believe, right?
Correct.
So not like any half-orc you've seen, but you can't really pin down his race. And you can very clearly see, though, the march of members of the UNL coming in to capture this half-orc.
I'm gonna kind of start making my way towards him, just hammer at my side, not a warhammer, just a little smithing hammer off to my side, just kind of approach him and try to get his attention. Just, hey, wait, come here, hey, you, come here, you, orc man, come here.
Yeah, you hear that, aren't you?
Or me. Him or me?
Who are you calling to?
Orcs. You may not want to be here when the those knights show up, because they're coming to probably kill you, and I don't think that'd be very good for one, business, and two, nobody wants to see a half-orc get killed. So maybe we should go that way. And I'm pointing like away from the marching, not like right in front of them, but off to the side, so we're kind of away from them, somewhere we can hide behind a building or something.
So these are the people that were enslaving Snow?
Oh yes. Most any humans don't like dwarves, orcs. Jesus, I can't talk today. Most people don't like you orcs, so these humans, they want to make you their slave and possibly kill you if you don't want to do that.
So these humans are evil, correct?
What was that?
These humans are evil, correct?
I wouldn't say evil, but they just don't like your kind.
They enslave people. No?
Yes.
Okay. Evil.
So, over on the side, Haizo, you clearly see the danger coming. You don't know if you really want to get yourself involved. I don't know if that's really what you like to do, but you see the danger.
So I see the danger of humans marching forward?
Yeah, they're definitely coming to arrest what seems to be maybe two half-orcs.
I'm going to flip a coin to see whether I help the half-orcs hide in the shadows and help them get away from the guards, or not.
I like it.
1 says yes, 2 says no.
And while we figure
Fuck
out
'em!
what happened there. All right, I guess we know. You just had to just enjoy the show. I'm sorry, is it Jania? How do you say your name?
Sorry, Janaea.
Janaea.
I can't make a character with an easily pronounceable name, I guess. Yes, Janaea.
All right, Janaea. You before it even happened, you recognized the soldiers marching their way. You saw the telltale signs, and you've been looking for some sign of a resistance. This is the closest thing you've seen. At least two half-orcs, or one to your keen eye doesn't quite look like a half-orc, but definitely he's trying to help the other half orc. And a lot of other people are observing. What draws your attention for a moment, though, even though this is probably the priority, is this strange-looking creature standing by the general goods. She almost looks like a water elemental, just standing there observing you guys. And this group of humans, you can only spot her through her cloak. She's covering herself up a little bit, but it's your keen observation kind of caught that. Did you want to do anything?
Yeah. So I can see the soldiers approaching, the half orcs, then the half orc and the sort of half orc, and I've got a other particularly interesting character also watching. I think I'm gonna go straight up to the half orcs actually, and she's got a very confident, very like her posture is perfect as she approaches, and she's got a really confident stride, and she walks right up to she'll actually go up to the merchant, I think, and just say, you are in danger, you need to come with me immediately, don't ask questions, please just follow me.
Now, do you say this to the dwarf or the half orc?
I'm gonna say it to the half orc.
Okay. He looks turn towards you. You see his shaking as the skin color is a little bit going out. He seems to know what's happening. He says, "No one can get me out."
Don't talk like that. We are leaving now.
He seems a little bit bolstered by the fact that there's multiple people helping him now. And he looks to the dwarf, blacksmith, and you actually, Trickin, you actually spoke to this dwarf the day before, so he has a little bit of a trust in you, kind of shows his faith in you, and he kind of gives a quick nod and turns to face towards the United Nation of Light Soldiers, and you see the orc looks at you with his eyes wide and says, "Lead the way."
Oh, I don't really know exactly where we're at on the map, but wherever they're coming towards us, like I'm gonna try to. I mean, I'm a dwarf, so I can't move too quickly, but I'm not wearing my armor, so I'm not too loud. But I can kind of slink us behind a building, try to get us to go, I guess, around and behind the guards.
Right. So you guys are in the top left corner of the map. I'm gonna ping on there for you guys. That's the area you're in. You're basically at the market is just up there to the northwest, and the blacksmith is down here. Everybody kind of see where that's at?
I didn't see the pings at all.
Yeah,
Okay.
I missed pings too.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
It might be delays or something like that.
Top left corner, that circle is kind of at the bottom by the pond.
Yeah. So where the circle is here is basically the town center. Kind of. Not really, but that's what they use. And then this is the trades, all the general goods. And down here is the blacksmith. So from the keep up to the north, they were making their way down this road. And so you guys were here. Everybody feel like they know where we're at now?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start using, I should use a party marker or something. That's what I should use. Okay, so what would you guys like to do?
I'm just gonna try to take them towards the blacksmith and kind of go behind the buildings and kind of keep an eye out, so we're not being obviously seen, kind of not running but slinking behind the buildings to get away from the guard.
Yeah, okay, and the blacksmith obviously seems to be trying to intercept them a little bit and give you guys that bit of cover.
Would I know anything about how they would approach a situation like this? Like, is there a standard procedure for capture or whatever they're planning here?
So normally they travel in numbers. They always use their force of numbers to their advantage. Now, even more so, they usually travel in large contingents, rounding up bounties that local cities will collect. So normally they wouldn't come for just one half orc. they would come for a group of half orcs. So whatever reason this half orc is here by himself, and they're coming down here to collect them, it's a little different. But yeah, you know that they try to use superiority of number.
Okay. Thanks.
Why are we running away? I thought we'd fight these people. Don't we have the numbers?
I live in this town. I'd rather not burn bridges. I do not need to burn.
I do not recommend taking these guys on head on as well. It's a little odd that they're coming after just one half orc. But I agree. I think our best bet is just try to hide him, and maybe if we can get him out of the city.
Well,
We can question later.
Yeah, I mean everyone except for Kojos would know that further south across the the main bridge, there is a little more open areas and to go to maybe break free, and there is also the main village or the main city. One second that I have on here. Slanta, and that's where it's highly influenced by almost every race except humans. Like humans still come in there, but there's not much. It's like the one bastion of hope over here. But that's further south, and it's probably a month's travel.
So what do? How you say? Stay here, or do we move our new friend? I don't know what north is. We don't really have north in the ocean. We just kind of have up or down. So what is our next plan if we're not going to fight? I'm not really good at making plans.
My thought was we could just go south to my smithy and we figure out what's going on, and I don't know, maybe what we're going to do next.
If
So
you
this is south?
don't mind me accompanying, I would be happy to join you. I've had experience with these guys before, and anything I can do to help.
Hello.
Oh. So you
Hello?
know that
Hello?
when they're weak. No.
Does anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah.
Ah, hello there.
We have a late arrival coming in here, guys. Just no worries, guys. Go ahead, keep going. Fubi, just hang tight, okay?
All right. Can I have a link to the stream, by the way?
Yeah, we'll take care of that.
Okay.
Yes, the more the merrier. I don't see why not you couldn't follow us. I see nothing wrong with that.
Wait,
And if you know these guards better, then that makes it easier on us.
are either of you evil?
I pull out my holy symbol. Oh, Jesus, I can't remember who it's for or what it's for now. Jesus, I forgot my bio. Yeah, I pull out my holy symbol. And show it to
Yeah,
you.
your holy symbol to what do we choose? The smithing guy, the crafting guy. His name is Barkus, and it's a hammer with a quill kind of designed into the handle.
May I? I ask, trying to touch the holy symbol.
Do you let him?
Are you an orc?
Am I? No, I'm no orc. Orc? No.
I put it in my or under my shirt.
Oh, well, I have no idea what this means. I'm assuming that is a no. You're not evil.
No, I'm not evil. Oh, you want to see if I'm evil?
Are you?
No, I'm not evil.
Not you. You.
All right, at this point, you guys hear a little bit of a noise and the steps of the heavy armor coming around the corner.
I'm gonna. Oh shit! I don't know if I have to see where I'm aiming it, but I'm gonna like use thaumaturgy 30 feet away in a direction like behind us and behind them to use my voice, and it's just like gonna say, "The orcs, they're running north! Run! Get them! They're going north!" Yeah.
There's
All
more.
right, yeah, give me a. Go ahead and give persuasion.
Okay. Where is it?
First roll.
So you guys can't really see them, but the noise, you see a few of the people they're gathered around and are watching. They seem to be distracted by you calling out, and they start looking in that direction as if they see something going on that way. And yeah, you guys seem to have bought yourself some time.
We need to run now.
How did
I'm
you
not
do
evil.
that with your
Don't
voice?
worry. Let's move. Questions later.
What? Oh, okay. Let's go. Half
And
orc.
I motion to the cleric to cleric.
Yeah.
Yes, holy symbol cleric to lead the way.
Yeah, just kind of lead the way and run down as close as I can get to my smithy.
Do I see the water elemental still at this?
You've been watching this whole time over there, and you're kind of confused by this.
Yeah,
You
she
don't
just
really know what's going on or why they're after this person. But Helena told you to keep your head down low, and she has kind of walked away from you a little bit to kind of explore what's going on. Meanwhile, Haizao, you're kind of in the same situation, so you see that there's still in a lot of bad stuff. For our newcomer, I'm apologize. What was your character's name?
Give me one.
I'm gonna actually.
My character's name is Sawa Gasta. Sawagasta.
All right,
Yeah.
Sal Gasta, thank you for joining us. And we'll let you do a little intro at the outro, so we get you going. So you know your reason for being here in this area, but you also have noticed that there are a few United Nations members, and they're getting ready to arrest what looks like a half orc, or a couple of half orcs, while a couple other members of the area, a dwarf, human, have approached them and seem to be trying to help them escape.
Okay. So am I just?
It's up to you if you want to stay out of it.
I'm gonna stay out of it for now. I'm just gonna stand by on like the side, just holding leaning on my staff, just looking at what's happening.
I'm gonna say to the dwarf, do you mind if we pick up one more? These folks don't really treat anyone who looks different too well, and I'm a little worried about her over there. Kind of just nod my head towards the water elemental I saw earlier.
Yeah, she stands out pretty easily, and in fact, when she says this, your attention has been distracted quite severely. There's so much information coming at you, you don't really know. But suddenly you glance and you see what almost looked like a representation of your god. A combination of an earth, sea person and a water elemental wrapped in normal clothing.
Yeah, and at this point, Malima's just kind of curiosity's kind of getting over her, but like the whole her boundaries issue is she's perhaps a little too close to like investigate. Like she's a lot further than most people would be for like a situation like this for onlookers.
Would I see her?
Yeah, you see her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. As you ask this question, you see like this look of almost not quite regret, but like definitely unsurety now. And he's like, oh shit. He kind of mumbles to himself, I don't know about this anymore. I don't know about the rest of them.
And then I just
Sure, bring it.
And I start walking before you even finish saying it to go and try to get Malima's attention.
And she's walking on, just these humans are. I'm grumbling. I remember that fucking dwarf.
Nice. So yeah, Malima, you're standing over there, and one of the members of this group that's causing all this ruckus is actually approaching you.
She's gonna walk. Malima's gonna like kind of walk up closely, a little too close into the personal space and just kind of look up at this person, kind of like how a dog would, and just like
Right. How tall are you? How tall are you, Malima?
5'1".
I'm only 5'6". I didn't roll so well on my height.
Yeah,
So,
just kind of
we're
stare up.
not
It's
too
like,
different, but
what?
uh,
You're one of those human
so
things.
I'll step back just to kind of put at least a foot between us as far as personal space, and then be like, this is a bit odd, but I'm worried for your safety. I don't know if you're new here, but this place isn't the most friendly to folks who look a little different.
Almost as if
Might
to
be-
urge you on, you see that the soldiers are kind of starting to grow bored of their distraction.
Hey, gold people. Who are the gold men? What are they? Why do they?
The force of the kingdom. They're the United Nations of Light, the UNL. We can explain all this later, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to rush you, or like I said, frighten you, but I really do think if it would be better if you came with us. I don't know how capable you are, but
Show
I
some
feel
respect.
like,
Don't you know who she is?
and then I'll look.
She's a god.
You know her? You're a god.
Oh wait, did we all just disconnect? Or is it just me?
No, never good.
Oh, it's just like, okay, I don't want them to touch me. Okay, I'm just gonna follow along because
Nobody will touch you.
no, because like don't want the whole goal. She knows that they're wearing metal. She doesn't understand these people.
The half-orc seems really confused now because you're more focused on protecting this water
Thing.
elemental.
No, my friend, luck has shined on us today. Is that how you say that phrase? I do not know, but we are blessed with the grace of God. So today's going to be good. We'll get to your freedom. I will be meeting a God. Everything is fine. So what are we doing again?
I think you might be foreign, because are you sure you know what the word God?
Yes, she's clearly a God. Did you do not see her? She's clearly God.
I hate to interrupt the conversation, but I think we need to like move now, unless this orc friend wants to be slave.
No,
I
orc
don't
friend.
like that.
Yeah,
We will go now to my house.
let's not let the gold men touch us. It's bad. It hurts skin. I don't know how they do it. Let's go.
Yes.
You guys are right. I'll follow.
And as I'm running out, a meat chunk from my little person, start munching on it as I'm waddling to my smithy.
All right, so you guys make your way further south. The smith really is only a little bit further down. So if you're trying to get out of town, you're gonna have to go further than just the smithy.
I feel like Smithy was our regroup place and try to make a.
I propose we may fight again. We have more people. We now even have a god on our side. I don't know how strong these human men are,
You
but
keep saying that word.
I'm pretty
I don't
sure a
think it means
god
what
is
you think it
stronger than
does.
them.
Gods are those things they write down in the books, right?
The gods are beings of immense power that you cannot even comprehend. How awe, like they just fill you with awe. I mean, no offense, I'm sure you're powerful in your own way, but I don't think he's. I think there's a mistranslation. We say as we walk.
I don't.
You guys are making your way down there, and as you're making your way, kind of hugging the buildings and not quite on the trail. Very quickly, you can see that the crowd is starting to kind of disperse, try to get away from you a little bit, but the cloaks are still on their way.
So they're following us
Yeah.
as we move away from.
I
How far away are they?
wait in behind a building, and I'm just gonna go up to the smithy, open the door and stuff, and open up the back way so you guys can just kind of run around and come in and not be seen as like you guys are all going in there with me in case the guards are watching us. I mean, I'm pretty sure they are. They're following us.
Yeah, as soon as you open
how
the door,
far-
start waving them in, you hear one of the guards shout out, "Stop them!"
How far away are they?
I would say they're still 60 feet away.
Perfect. It's gonna put it like on our direct path. just kind of instinctively and just run wherever they're going.
You guys see Malima just turn around and it's like panic, just flicks her fingers and like a bonfire appears on the road. Just there you go, the powers of the gods. And she takes off running south. Just
And I make the flames brighter and turn red. Just
nice. So quickly you spin around using your holy symbol, like this giant bonfire at the beach just lights up. And everyone's distracted. They're all staring at this huge bonfire right now. In fact, for anyone who's not with the current party, you're distracted by this now too.
Okay, good.
Quick
So,
question. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, how far away are they from me? From where I was originally?
They're probably about 120 feet from you now.
Okay, so I'll start make my way a little bit towards the where that red flare is. I believe, is that right? Red fire.
Which who are you looking for?
Yeah, the bonfire.
Yeah, the bonfire. Yeah.
All right, because I'm gonna have a look at what's happening there, because
yeah, you approach the bonfire and you see very clearly there's what looks like a magical fire. No real wood or anything. No fuel beneath it. A lot of onlookers are around it, afraid to get too close. The heat isn't too intense, but it's strong. Actually, probably less than the size of the fire really is. It just looks bigger. To your right, you see a couple of the soldiers standing around it. They look at you, and immediately their eyes become narrowed and suspicious. For tieflings are not always welcome either.
Oh, okay. Did they say anything, or are they just looking at me?
At this point, they're just looking at you. They're probably about 20 feet away from you.
All right. I'm gonna look at them, look directly at them for a few moments, and then probably backpedal a little bit back into the crowd.
All right, no worries.
what were you gonna ask? She was gonna ask something.
Go ahead. Oh yeah.
She was trying to ask something.
It's totally fine. So I was just wondering, so would I recognize any ranks as far as if there's any insignia on armor or anything, see maybe how ranking, if there's a high ranking officer among them, or if it's mostly just cadet type of thing.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a perception.
And while she's doing that, as soon as I set the fire to look bigger and brighter and red, I turned around and ran inside to don my armor and grab my shit because I wasn't doing all that.
Gotcha. Well, so you don't really notice anything on these guys, but you do know that generally, the more ordained their armor is, the higher rank they are. You can't really tell from this distance whether these guys have anything on there, but for future reference. All right, and so you went and got your equipment right there, Tiki, because you weren't really ready for this.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I had to go armor up. Cause I was in my smithy just making some repairs to some armor and whatnot, and I don't know where this happens, cause man, I can't wear that splint armor by that forge. I'm gonna die.
But yeah, Tricky starts putting on his gear, which takes a little bit of time. You guys are hanging out in the smithy. I'm assuming you barred the door.
Oh yeah.
So what do you guys want to do? You guys look around. It's blacksmith's shop. Plenty of unfinished weapons hanging up. A few finished on the side. The forge is hot.
Oh, good. Sorry.
Wow. And this
Did the army clear, or the UNL guys, did they see us, I know we threw up the bonfire, did that cover us going into this particular building, or did they see us go in this building?
I mean, it's hard, you wouldn't really know. It definitely distracted them, and you would think if they would have just beelined it to you, they probably would have already reached you.
Okay, all right.
Oh, I kind of say, the other guards look like they split up, so maybe they were coming to surround us, maybe, and if so, I think they know where my shop is, because I'm not very famous, but I'm one of the few blacksmiths here. If you need weapons or armor, I have simple stuff like small sword or maybe small like
Yeah,
small.
basically any beginning.
I'm well equipped, but thank you for the offer.
How is our goddess protected? And I look at Molina and I say, there's a lot of armor or metal in here. You said you did not want to be touched by metal, yes? And I start looking around,
Yeah,
trying
exactly.
to fight metal.
Trying to fight metal. I like it.
I walk around the counter and I pick up an axe and I break off the top. Here's a wood stick. You like wood? There's wood.
Oh, well,
Malima, I don't know any kind of equipment you have, but if you don't have one, this effectively is a club.
if not, it's fine. I'll protect you with my life. My grandpa always said that if you're on a righteous course, the gods will be behind you, and this is a good sign. No, yes. All right. Are we fighting now?
So, I don't know, Malima, are you there?
Oh, we might have lost Cass.
We might have lost them.
Uh,
One sex. Okay.
There's
this-
a-
All right. Sorry.
There's a small chance I might be able to distract them. I'm not sure how well
This
it
is
would
what I
work.
get for trying to go to higher quality.
Hey, you're back.
Yeah, I was speaking. She's just saying like Malima looks very uncomfortable right now, just standing in the center of the room, kind of stiff like a statue, trying not to touch anything. But you can see on her like there is a sword hilt. There's like the hilt of a sword, kind of like in like the cloak she's wearing. But she's wearing mostly like leather stuff.
Right. So even though she did say she didn't want to touch metal, she apparently does have a weapon on her. So.
Yeah, but like the hilt is like completely wooden.
All right. So distraction, and then we fight.
Well, do we? So actually, how many guys are we? Like this unit of guys that are here. How many are there? Did we get an idea? Like less than 5, more than 5 type of thing.
As they were marching down. Is that what you mean? The guys following you? I mean, you saw 2 leading the way with at least a few behind them.
Okay.
It was kind of hard to see, and your perception wasn't that great. So.
No, nope, it was not. I mean, I think as a last resort we fight. I know
What do I
that
see?
you know,
Tricky's
got
so
a reputation.
because I know you're proficient in the perception, so I didn't mean to cut you off. You did, and you were further behind, so I guess you could say that a little bit. It looked like about 6.
Oh,
There's just kind of like counting on her fingers. Just holds up 5 fingers and a thumb. This many.
that's
Thank you.
6.
6. My goddess, I can take 6 men any day. Let's go.
Well, I propose. How about this? Let me try to kind of throw them off, and if that doesn't work and it comes to blows, you guys will back me up.
They're evil men. No, you said you were not evil, but these men are clearly evil.
A
Why
little
would you
misdirected. Okay, just because they got a part of something doesn't mean they're inherently evil. I mean, we have to go about killing them. And I mean, I assume, Tricky, if we came to blows in the streets, do you think there would be any backlash from the town? I don't know how loyal they are to
Would I know that,
UNL?
Axel? Would I know anything about like how dedicated they are to their ruler, whoever it is, and how serious they are about enslaving and or killing these orcs?
The only thing you would know from the brief time you've been here is that there has been some lack of leadership at the local level. So, I mean, as far as you all, for the surface dwellers, you all know that the United Nations will back each other up. But there is inner conflict, of course. They're humans, That said, you don't know anything specifically about the local area, other than what I just said. That
Okay.
having
So
lack
yeah. I say,
Malima's
well,
gonna-
the locals, they not all of them agree with what the knights are doing, but not very many would stand and help or talk for us because they valued their lives more than others, especially when it involves work.
Maybe we try to draw them into the smithy and get a little
Can
plausible
big guy
deniability.
That may work. And that may work.
Can big guy fight? And she's pointing towards the half orc. Can the big guy fight?
He looks at you guys, and you see he reaches down and he grabs an axe that there that's just freshly finished, and holds it up. He looks a little malnourished, but not like to the point of starvation. You get just like he hasn't been overfed, and he works really hard.
Yes. I knew you still have a warrior spirit in you. We will fight for your freedom, and then we will destroy the evil, whoever this UNL and I don't know, but whoever they are, we will destroy.
Before we go and do whatever we're doing, I look at the orc and I say, "Oh, give me your weapon. And improve it a little bit." And I kind of put my hands on it, pull out my sigil thing, or my, I can't even think of the word, it's a religious symbol thing, the holy symbol. There we go. And I cast my blessing of the forge on it.
Nice.
I get a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
Very good.
To an NPC.
He's an orc.
Yeah.
That's freedom. What are you talking about? This NPC.
I love my orcs. Orcs are best friends. Orcs are good.
I've
I
seen
mean, I
people
certainly don't think they're as terrible as we've been led to believe.
He's just
Okay, so I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna try to make these guys leave. If that doesn't happen, I will try to bring them in here instead. But if I can't do either of those things, are you guys prepared to rush out and have my back?
So we're fighting after you talk, correct?
maybe just
Potentially fighting.
Right.
If they go away, don't come out to fight. But if it looks like if I draw my sword, fight.
So we're fighting only if they fight?
Exactly.
I think they call that pokes the trident. I think they call that diplomacy.
So I can't. Can
She
I not?
knows what she's talking about.
Can I not see the party from where I am right now? I assume.
I'm sorry. Who's that?
Me.
I'm just following them in the shadows.
You can't see them. You're watching the bonfire. You know that the party headed down that way. The only thing you really see is a couple buildings, one larger than the rest, but you can't really tell.
Am I with the party, or am I just on my own right now?
You're outside of it on the trail on your own right now.
Okay, so I'm on my own right now. Okay.
I'm using the word of mouth of commoners to follow them. I'm pretty sure a group like this would be pretty easy to spot.
Yeah, you guys are, I mean, the only thing you do notice is another half-elf. It's basically following you, following them.
One of those weird in-betweenies. Is that what they call the halflings? I'm supposed to meet one, I think.
I mean, I won't take offense to that, and I'm gonna stride out the door towards the group of the UNL.
Yeah, okay, you make your way out. You walk out there and immediately standing right, I mean, they're right there. There's six of them are staring at you.
Okay.
And behind them, you actually see a couple other onlookers. You know, a tiefling is watching you guys, a half-elf, and a few other people are there kind of just watching the show right now. There's definitely a lot of people watching.
At this point, do I recognize any insignia to demote certain leadership? Like, is anybody higher ranked in this group that I would approach?
So, yeah, when you walk up, and actually it doesn't look like anyone is wearing anything really special. They're all wearing very basic armor. Probably the nicest thing they have is their sword, that kind of thing.
Okay. So I'm going to just then approach the closest one to me. And if there is a traditional sort of greeting or way you might address someone who I'm going to assume they're lower ranking than I was. So if there's kind of a way to address someone who might be lower ranking, I'm going to do that. And then I am going to say, I don't know what orders you got. I don't know why you are here, but you should not be here. This is my bounty. I am here to collect it. I not only have a half-orc, but I've collected some other potentially undesirables that the UNL might want to take a look at, and you are about to ruin them.
Is this in front of me?
It would be sort of in front of you, yeah.
Okay, so I'd be able to hear this. Okay, good. I'm not
And
doing
then-
anything. I'm not doing anything yet, but I'm taking note of what she said there.
So,
And then
go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, and so then I'm just gonna basically continue saying in that line of thing, like, you need to pack up your belongings, report to whoever your CO is, and I want their name because I'm going to be talking to them because I don't know what the heck is going on here, but this is a huge waste.
Nice.
I would like them to leave now.
Persuasion with advantage.
Can I do deception on that?
Yeah, I'll take deception.
All right.
Oh,
No
Nice.
way.
Nicely done. You see them go from a look of the stern, we're on duty, we have a job to do, to a look of confusion. They kind of look at each other, look at you, one of them nudges the other one, and they kind of like seem completely confused about the moment. They haven't had anyone, it seems, give them an order in a while. They've just been doing their jobs, collecting half-orcs and collecting the gold. And they look around and say, "Can we help you?"
Do you listen? Like, is this why the whole army is in disarray? Is because they're not properly training cadets anymore?
Start to
No.
shuffle their feet a little bit.
I am handling this. Out. Seriously.
So you've already seen like the back two line of them walk away. They're just like leaving, while the other four seem a little bit like they're not sure if they're quite ready to buy this.
Okay.
But they step away from you and just kind of leave you standing there. They don't walk away. They're about 10-15 feet away.
Okay. I will give them the sternest look I can muster. And then actually I will give them the sternest look I can muster, and then I will ask the closest one to me, who is your commanding officer? I'm reporting you.
They shake their heads a little bit, and I have that. 1 second. I'm ready for that. Where did I put it? Sorry, guys. Looking through all my notes. Lord Morn Aldemir. And we will let him know that another officer is in town.
Oh, he's here? He's in town with you? And still you're acting like this?
I think that's enough questions. You should do your duty.
On your way, sirs. And again, sternest look, and then just immediately about face and back inside.
All right. Nice. All right. So you don't know what the rest of the reaction, the rest of the people outside watching do see that all except one immediately just walk off. And he seems very, very suspicious, but he gets to walk more to the side road.
How many feet is what's her name?
I'm Janae.
Janae.
Yep.
Okay. How many feet away is she from me?
And she would have been about 40 feet away from you, but she's about to go in the building, so.
Dang. How far away is the building from me?
About 40 feet, yeah.
Oh, actually, okay. Yes, so I will, when I re-enter, because I saw the tiefling, right? Was out there?
Yeah, you saw the tiefling. And, you saw the crowd, yes, but the tiefling was the biggest, yeah.
Because and I know that the UNL also maybe potentially doesn't
Correct.
like
Yep.
Okay. So when I go back inside, I'm gonna say, I think that might have worked. Also, I think we might have somebody else we need to keep an eye on. Would I know what tieflings are?
I'm gonna start making my way towards the building that she went in, not going but I'm not gonna go into the building. How close would I have to get to go towards that building though, to the scene?
What do you
I might at least get 30 feet.
Okay, so you start making your way up to the building. And And yes, you would know what a tiefling is. In this world, tieflings, similar to the basic ancestry, they are descendants of, with demons or some
demonic blood in there.
Yeah, demonic blood in them. However, the original creation was magical through arcane work, and it's believed for anybody proficient in history.
I am.
Yeah, I'll just give it to you because I
Okay.
like giving. The Deadlands to the south are rumored to be, the storms there are supposed to be caused from that magic.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm just going to tell the rest of the party that I think there might be somebody else we can keep an eye on, and potentially help out, because I think I got the UNL soldiers sent away. Hopefully they're not coming back. At least 4 of them left. There might be 1 or 2 still around. But there might be somebody else we need to watch out for, and maybe bring into the smithy.
Yeah.
Let me know when I'm 30 feet away from the building.
I think this is what the fish lady called a band of misfits.
I can't hear you.
You didn't.
No worries. So, Gina, you walk into the room and you see everybody's been waiting and kind of listening by the door, probably. You've been shouting, so it was loud enough, even if some people, like Kojos, didn't quite understand what you were talking about. But what do you guys do when you see her walk in after having seemingly successfully, turned away at least 5 or 6 men?
So no more fight.
Maybe just gonna try and peer around her onto the street, see what's there.
Right. Okay. So very clearly, some are disappointed, some are happy. So you look out, Melina. Right? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
So you guys see Melima go to peer out the door.
I pull him back.
Yeah, Melima quickly, Tricky decides to look out for you and pulls you back.
I saw Tricky. Don't touch
You
her.
hear like this weird,
No.
you hear like this weird screech come from Malima. It's like grab her collar.
Right. So the screech and then the slamming of metal as Kojo slaps you.
And then I look over at the human, and I kind of look at everybody else, and I'm like, how do we know we can trust her? For all we know, they're all sitting out there, or they're all behind the building waiting for us to leave. They ambush us. She is human, after all.
She said she's not evil.
She's human, though. She's human.
I'm half elf.
Human to her. Still, that's only half
Do you see the ears?
She looks
I
kind
mean, I
of.
try to conceal them,
Here.
but no.
No,
See,
She
she looks
actually
human.
probably wouldn't respond that way.
You have to-
Significantly less human.
No, I will say that I don't know. They wouldn't tell me everything, but there may be a commanding officer in town who will see through everything that I say. So our best bet is probably still to get out as quickly as we can. Because I think I used up my one time that will work.
Am I 30 feet away from the building yet?
Yeah, you're 30 feet away.
Okay, thank you. Do you want to go ahead and talk, Archie?
Or we find the head of the army, you say commanding officer, we destroy him, and then we finish the army and the evil once and for all.
I don't think that's how it works.
There's
Well,
a lot more of
why is the surface so complicated? You all just do extra steps. Why in the water you just kill one person and then the family falls when the head is cut off? So who's
A
that?
lot more.
the
lot more
wrong
people.
head. Yeah, it's just this guy though he's would be able to see through me. He's far from the head. So basically a piece.
On land, when you kill one evil, there's a bigger evil to replace it.
Well, then we killed that bigger evil. You keep on.
Unless it kills you.
Well, nothing will kill me when we have God on our side. The point to Melima.
Is there a
I
window?
look around for the god.
You just
Is
gotta.
Is there a window I can see?
Yeah, just kind of like you're just like pointing to like this 5'1", just kind of like weird, like this weird woman just kind of hunched over, kind of just like eyes darting around the room really fast. That is a god.
Just face calm.
What's up? Sorry.
Yeah, is there a window I can see inside the building?
No, it's there is a window, but it's pretty high up, and it's more for like ventilation.
Can I so I can't physically see?
No, when you look inside it, all you see is like a light hanging in the.
I can't help but admire this person's inability to be stealthy while he climbs up a wall, looks in a window with everyone looking around.
Yeah, you're completely baffled by the actions of this tiefling.
No, I'm not doing anything.
Nice job. They certainly won't
I'm not-
see you.
So if he's on top of my smithy, wouldn't I hear him or whatever?
He's not quite on there yet, but I think
No,
that's
I'm not climbing the building. I'm not climbing the building.
He just hears something like a rat crawl. What the?
I
what
think
is that?
I think I put it most accurately in the chat, the Roll20 chat.
So after looking at that the building has no windows, I'll just like wait outside of the I will like go like around the corner by the smithy and wait for someone to walk out.
All right. From the people inside, whoever wants to, you can give me a perception check.
All right.
I don't think the rest of us have to.
All right, yeah. Well, you very quickly hear the movement of steps around you.
I'm too busy
I
looking for the god.
gotta join in. Yeah, there we go. 758, and then we have the Leva.
No one else has any clue what's going on out there. But your
Something
god
at the door.
Your god is well aware.
There's something at the door.
Yeah, so Malima just tells you. Quickly, Carlos readies his weapon.
I immediately pull out my warhammer and I put it in one hand and I look for this thing.
Melina, not exactly understanding how this tradition works, walks up to the door and knocks on it 3 times.
Yes.
My rapier out and my shield at the ready.
Like,
All right.
you can come in.
Saul, while you're standing on the outside, you hear the unsheathing of weapons, movement, and the sound of "you can come in." Do you wish to enter the blacksmith? Saul?
And I use thaumaturgy to just open the door and slam it shut real quick.
I think we forgot his name.
Well, wait, are you talking to me?
Yeah. Saul, right?
Oh, I didn't know. I wasn't going into the building. I was just going around the corner.
Right. You heard them draw their weapons and tell you can come in.
So I guess I'm like walking away from the building, and I hear them saying I can come in.
You hear this like really scratchy voice.
I like stop. I like give it like a turn around.
Well, you turn around.
And like look at the door. Can I use Awakened Mind at all here, or do I have to actually see them?
I think it's that you can see.
Okay, so I can't see them. I'm gonna keep doing what I was doing and going around the corner.
I'm gonna open the door and close it behind me, and I'm gonna lock it as if there's nobody else in the building. And I'm gonna kind of look around, make sure see if there's any guards watching me, and then whether or not I see some, I'm going to proceed to look for this person or creature on my house.
You come out, you slam the door and lock it really quick. You look to your left and you look to your right, and you were doing this mechanically because you did catch something out of the corner of your left. So you quickly look back, and you see just a slight fluttering of a tail go around to the right corner.
Shit, what do I do? Yeah, I'm just gonna go around the opposite way that it went.
Oh, okay. As you make your way opposite, you notice, I don't know, Haizo, how stealthy are you being?
Well, right now, I'm just...
No. Sorry,
I'm not trying to be stealthy at all. I'm literally just following you and watching this motley crew of people stand out like a sore thumb.
Right, exactly. So, you did obviously tricky. You see this half elf watching you guys. I mean, at this point, you're feeling like everyone's got eyes on you. But you make your way around the opposite way, and you continue going that way. Sard, you're trying to make your way to the back. Okay.
Maybe we should run.
He might have stepped away from it.
Yes, let's become more conspicuous
No, I
by
agree.
running.
All right, Saul, Poovy,
Yeah.
you make your way around to the back, right?
Yeah, I'm just like, as I like go like behind the corner of where the like a corner. I don't know the whole gist of it, but as long as I got like eyes on the door, I'll be fine. And then now I'm just like leaning on like the corner, just with like holding my staff with like a hand like behind me, just like casually behind me, like grasping.
So you're trying to keep your eyes on the door that they're all in it.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and I'm just grasping the wand.
yeah, you're sitting there, you're waiting, and then you're not being quiet at all, right, Tricky?
No, definitely not.
All right. You come stomping around behind him, and you hear the heavy footfalls of armored dwarf behind you. Do you want to spin around?
Yeah, I'll look around and see this dwarf stomping by. I give him a look and give a slight wave with my free hand, and
As you spin around, you see this 4'6", 460-pound tan, like almost rusty brown skin with like bright blue eyes walk around. I'm staring at you. I approach the back door. I open it while staring at you, and I point with my warhammer inside and say, "In now, move."
all right. So I'm going to talk to him telepathically. First off, second off, I'm gonna say to him, "Where you taking me?"
I can immediately start looking around and like, fuck is this? None of that's already here. Get inside now.
Yeah, he seems pretty commanding. Are you gonna go in there? Or are you gonna continue to stand outside?
Is the door still open?
No,
Yeah,
he locked
that's
it.
why
Oh,
I
you
opened
opened
the
it?
back door. The back
Oh, the
door.
back door. So he's kind of pointing you towards the back door because he locked the front door, went all the way around, and came up behind you.
And I'm still like leaning against whatever wall I'm leaning on, just holding my staff with my right hand, and I keep talking to him with my telepathic thing, saying, "And how about you tell me who you are?"
You use your telepathy to do that?
What?
Did you use your telepathy to do that?
Yeah, I'm using.
Okay, so yeah, in your head, Tiki, you hear it, just the sound of his voice.
He's pissing me off, so I cast blindness on his ass so he can't see anymore.
I don't.
And I'm like, I told you, go inside. And I grab him by the neck of his, whatever he's wearing, and I pull him inside. He can't see me to
Give
cast
me a
anymore
con
spells.
save. Yeah, give me a con save.
Hold on. I'm checking if I can actually be blinded really quick.
You can be. Just do your con save.
It's a DC of 12.
Yeah, I can be. If they give another character that can't. One.
Not the most wise dwarf.
Yeah.
No.
DC of 12?
Yeah.
Okay. 14.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, I still grab him by the neck, and I still try to drag him inside.
Alright, that's athletics versus athletics, I guess, unless you're using acrobatics to try to break out of it. But you can use your strength to try to, kind of outpower him, or
I can acrobatics, right?
Yeah, to try to wiggle out. Yeah,
What's the DC on that one?
that's whatever he rolls for athletics. Yeah.
20, not natural. I'm a dwarf. Good luck.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so he like drags you in by the tail. This is kind of a suggestion by someone in chat, so thanks, guys. Drag him in by the tail and pull him straight into the.
Where are you taking me? I was just standing here. As he's like, I'm actually saying it this time. As he starts dragging me.
Hi, Zhao wishes he had popcorn right now to watch this.
Yeah, totally, Zhao. You're enjoying the show. One thing you do notice that no one else notices.
And I'm like fumbling to my wand, but
He's kind of being an idiot.
But Hajal, you do notice the one guard who has made his way all the way around to the back and seems to be watching them from a distance further south.
all right.
Do I have a chance to get him inside before he starts grabbing his wand?
You dragged him right in.
Yeah.
And I'm holding him by the tail. I'm not letting him go. I'm holding him up as high as I can, like 4 feet up in the air.
Well,
All right. So as you
we have someone spying on us.
As you finally drag me in, I take my wand and point it like directly at your face, and I like say demandingly, "How about you tell me who you are first off?"
Say, are you mocking me?
I dive.
Let's
you dive and grapple him. All right. Let's see the athletics.
I'm not.
All right, let's see athletics from you, Archie. Or sorry, host.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, but at disadvantage because you're already restrained.
Wait, what is he doing?
I'm grappling.
Yeah, so do acrobatics, but
grabbing
you're
me, what?
at disadvantage.
What is he grabbing me for?
He's tackling you because you have the wand out.
Oh, okay.
No, pointy stick.
You suddenly have this large man, sort of man, tackling you down to the ground, helping this dwarf. He's got you kind of in a full Nelson.
Alright,
can we try and be peaceful? Sorry. Can we not resort to this? It's just kind of like papping them. Just like, okay, stop, please. Stop fighting.
So yeah, co-host, you hear your goddess asking you to stop.
Grab the wand, though.
I mean, I still have my staff, by the way. Like,
Yeah, you're good.
I've had my staff in my right hand the entire time.
You just feel the sharp finger kind of poke you in the head. Just like, no, fighting, no.
Well, how about you tell me who you people are then?
How about you start telling us who you are? You're the one spying on us.
Let's listen to the water person. Water person, what is your name actually? We don't really know each other. We're just trying to look out for anybody that the UNL might go after, and they might go after you. So I think you're better off with us, despite the initially rough treatment.
Speak for yourself. I just want to help the orcs.
Who's the water person?
Me.
Pass.
My brothers and sisters called me Malima. That's about it.
Malima. Thank
The
you.
other gods.
All right.
Big M.
Oh, you got names up. All right, so I'm going to I'm going to point at. You took my wand away, right?
No, I just grappled you.
I asked you to. You failed, you goddess.
Oh, okay. I'll just I won't. I'll point my staff at her at Jania, and say, "You're the bounty hunter saw earlier, eh?"
Not so much. I have to admit, I used to be a part of the UNL. I have been dishonorably discharged, and at this point, I have kind of realized that maybe I wasn't fighting for the right side. So I'm trying to help now. I've made mistakes, and I'm just trying to help. But like I was saying, I can pull that stuff on low-ranking officers who don't, or low-ranking military folk who don't know anything. But I'm worried that there's a higher-ranking officer in this village, and he can call me on all of that. So honestly, I think our best bet is to try to either find someplace more secure that we can hide for a while, or try to leave before my bluff gets called.
I tap my staff against the ground, and then I like put my wand in my back pocket. And I say to Jania.
Janene.
Yeah.
No,
It's
Janene.
a fantasy name. It can be whatever you want it.
It could be Popsicle for all I care. So it is said as
I appreciate all your work. All your work there.
Sagustia, something around there. It's really weird.
Malima kind of looks out again. Maybe we should start to get going before they come back. We don't really have time to fight.
Genius idea, my goddess. Let's go.
Again, we got to work on those definitions, but I agree. I don't know. Tricky. If you have ideas of where a good place to potentially, better hide, and maybe we try to leave a little bit stealthy, because I think there might still be one or two of those UNL folks out there.
Would you like my help when it comes to getting away clean? You know, the half-elf who's been following you this entire time.
A voice echoes from the darkness.
Hello.
What? Who? Are you with the UNL?
I grapple him.
You can't.
I turn around as this next guy gets grappled. And I'm just like, I guess this is how they treat everyone.
I grapple the air.
Actually, I awaken mind Genaria and saying, is this how they treat everyone?
So, Natalie, is there a voice coming from
who else is there?
Someone's talking in your head.
Yeah. It sounds like me.
Talking in your head.
Oh, okay. It does. It's like your exact voice. Okay.
Yeah.
I give you a kind of quizzical look, and then I'm like, I don't know who this guy is. Identify yourself. I'll just shout that in the direction.
I walk out of the shadows, and I've been following you the entire time. You aren't exactly stealthy as this grip, are you?
Well, it comes
Are you trying to catch a fly,
territory here.
So, yes, half elf. You want to describe yourself, Siren?
Sure. My style of armor is much more Eastern than what's here now. Not exactly normal looking compared to the guards. I have adornments in my hair, black hair, eyes are gold, and I look like a prick.
He looks weird.
It's pretty meta, yeah.
Oh, so I see him now?
Yes,
Yeah,
HG Zhao has shown himself.
I grapple.
Alright, now you see this pretty large man come charging at you and webbed fingers about to grab you.
Stop. I'm only 5'3".
Oh, well, sorry, man. I didn't mean to, make assumptions about your size.
We'll get heights eventually.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's see, athletics. Oh, there it is. Acrobatics.
Oh.
Oh wow!
Snap.
I don't think I need a hug right now. Do you?
Slide across the ground. Does Aizhao just basically sidesteps it.
Oof. Oh. He's skilled. He's very skilled. But is he evil?
That's for you to know and you to never find out.
I think he's just a jackass.
That's not
You don't know what
The choir
jackass
says
is,
yes.
God says jackass.
Helena swears a lot, probably, because Fisher picked up a few things. It's that influence, man.
I say,
Wrong crowd.
all right. That's enough fighting. I don't want to destroy my smithy. This is where I work. And DM, do I know of anywhere that'd be like underground, anywhere nearby that we could like possibly, I could send people to, and we don't have to all like leave at the exact same time. So it's like, hey guys, look at this circus walking through town.
So let's see. So it is. You are in the open plains a lot. In a lot of the area you're in, it's very open for farmland, and there's fishing to the east. To the west, there is a forest line that hasn't been over to claimed, has been claimed by the elves essentially, and that's usually where where all the rumors came from of the Goblin Kin army, possibly amassing there. Besides that, you do know that if you can make your way to a fishing boat, you can probably get your way down past the bridge without having to cross the bridge. That might be an option for you.
I look at Kojo's and I say, you know how to drive or ride or move boat, right?
Well, usually when we're underwater, we don't really because we're underwater. I could swim. Are you all good swimmers?
Kind of.
I look myself up and down, and I look at you with a dumbfounded look on my face. I'm a dwarf.
I don't
Need to want to
Am I wearing armor? I can't remember. No, I don't think I am.
What is
I can't remember for you.
What is
I don't mark armor. Oh no, I am wearing armor, I think.
And I say, I think maybe we go find a boat and get on water and get away towards forest, maybe. Where, I guess, elf people live. And, yeah, they nicer there, for the most part, anyways.
Do you know, are they part of the resistance effort? I've been trying to meet up with anybody who could actually stand a chance against.
I do not know. I'm from far north, up in mountains, but I came here recently, not too long ago, so I don't know closing areas.
So we're still in the tavern?
You're in the blacksmith.
The
blacksmith, okay. So you're saying you're part of some sort of resistance?
I don't know, but I know they're not part of this town. Elves, they live in forest. They kind of claimed it as their own.
I say, pointing at Jania.
Yeah, I believe one of you did hear a rumor about the resistance being towards the west with the Goblin Kin War, but I can't remember who got that note.
I've heard I've heard that potentially the elves to the south or the goblins to the west might be, but I mean it's all rumors, and honestly I'm fairly new to this whole resistance thing. So that's really all I've heard is potentially going west to seems like the goblins might be putting up some kind of resistance, or the elves to the south.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't know necessarily about the resistance, but the geographical location of those creatures sounds right to you. So.
You see Malima kind of like pull out like a little paper, like a little crumpled up paper, and quickly puts it away. Yes, let's go see these elf people. Yes.
Yes, if you want to go, and they can help the half orc. No.
And are you all wanting my help then?
Well, if you're good at hiding, that is, then yes.
I'm certainly good at hiding. I fairly well at it.
I certainly hope so, because my dwarf eyes found you.
Yes. Well, what's in it for me if I was to help you all with all this?
Well, I don't turn you into the guards saying you were trying to hide orcs and help orcs, and that'd be your payment. And who knows, maybe you find gold a long way.
I mean, and to be fair, the UNL doesn't necessarily like your kind very much. So.
Well, it is true, but I'd rather have some sort of compensation, because I can easily make a living here. Of course.
Your compensation will be not turned in. Because
Yeah,
if I turn you in, then you make no life nowhere because you be slave, like order.
well, we wouldn't turn you in. Like that's but
Speak for
but
yourself.
You're just probably gonna get caught.
Listen to the goddess.
And this whole time, just holding the paper, looking up to the tiefling. Where are your people from?
Where are my people from again?
So, hi, Jal. You're listening to these guys, and you're thinking in your head, do I want to help these guys? I mean, you've already revealed yourself, so how can you help them? You have some contacts, you have some influence. You're also equipped. You have your own ways of deceiving people and hiding, and you think with a little bit of coin and maybe a little bit of luck on your side, you could get these guys on land across to the south without being noticed. That doesn't mean you want to deter them from their ocean idea, but that's something you think you could possibly do.
Just as a possible solution for your group here, I can help you get away, at least for the time being, until you meet up with this rebellion of yours that you keep mentioning. It'll cost a little bit of coin, more than likely, but it may be worth your time.
I don't have any resources here, so if you really do what you're saying, potentially be willing to get up on that.
Olivia looks into her like a little bag. I can give you 3 of the circle yellow things that people seem to like.
Can I also insight check the guy who just appeared from the shadows and now offering a way out of town to see if he might be on the up and up? Like if I get anything as far as devious motives.
Let's do that.
I don't really, not that. Oh gosh.
This seems like the most honest guy you've ever met.
I don't know what it is about you. You got a trustworthy face. I think you're our best option.
I say, well, if you say you can help work friend be free and live long life, I guess maybe we accept your help. And if along the way you need some healing, then I can help you. Or making weapons, I don't know. I do little things.
Let's just focus on the smuggling part. I'll see. I'm guessing there's a nearby wharf that I can get us to.
Now, actually, the idea for you, because you're trying to get them by land.
Okay, so by land, yeah. So I'll find a nice trading caravan that doesn't mind dealing with a little bit of dirty play.
Exactly. In fact, there's a lot of them heading south right now because the winter's almost over. It's in those last few months. Spring is coming up, and it's time to go get everything down south and unload what you have left. So there's plenty of them willing to take extra cargo for the right price.
I'll talk to the. Well, let's see. Do I have any contacts I've dealt with before?
Yeah, absolutely. No, you can put out your contacts here, and you think you know 1 or 2 within the neighboring villages that could get the word out for you.
All right then. I'll talk to one of my most regularly used contacts and ask him how much it would cost to get this group of people and myself moving.
So you tell the group you're gonna take care of this for a little bit?
Yeah, so just give me a moment and try not to cause a scene. I'm gonna talk to some of these people.
Yeah, it's probably gonna take you a couple hours to get everything set up.
No problem.
No.
Do you
So
have to
essentially,
should we stay in the smithy during this time, or is there a safer kind of halfway point?
I was just about to ask Axel if not, no worries, I totally understand, but I was wondering if possibly it'd be possible for me to have any kind of like storage under my floor. It'd typically be used for weapons and armor and stuff, just to put my valuables away, but like that might be big enough for a person or 2 can hide the orc and the possible half orc away, at least.
Let's give you a good chance. Let's give you a 75% chance that you have that. Give me a
D20 rule?
Yep.
Alright, let's see.
Oh, nice. There you go, man. That's good. Yeah. So you have the foresight to always want to know. You're a dwarf. You got to protect your stuff. A little greedy side, a little bit. So you pull forth what looks like a large stack of chests, which do function as chests, but they are actually on the slab connected together. And beneath it is a hidden, basically small basement. It'd be pretty crowded for all of you, and it'd be pretty warm, but
I pull it out and I say, "Oh, anyone who really wants to hide can hide in here, and I go work on the forge and make it look like I'm working alone. Maybe have customer in the store or something. I don't know, but if you can hide in here like orc, if you like, so if guards do come in, we don't have to act stupid, and we can hide you very well."
You want?
Yeah.
Like, there's 2 orcs. There's
Yeah,
one
there should be
orc.
enough for a room for both of y'all in there. Just barely, but yeah, because y'all are pretty big.
I am not orc. I don't think I am.
yeah. So everybody seems to notice this now that well, you guys know he's not a half orc.
Yeah, he has these fins on his head that aren't like at all.
Yeah, something weird about him, but you can see why people would confuse him a little bit.
So I'm just glaring at Shrieky the entire time as well as you.
What I do?
I'm just glaring at him.
Are you still holding his tail?
Oh no, I let go of that when the orc tackled
Yeah,
him a long
I'm
time
still
ago.
glaring at him though, nonetheless.
Yeah. So, co-host, yeah, they seem to be acknowledging that you're not a half orc, but that's what they're placing you as, which might kind of put some things in your head.
I am half orc. No, I'm not half.
Shrieky kind of like coming to self-realization, because he's just been like looking for orcs these past, like, ever since he's been here. He's been looking for these orcs to protect, just because that ain't right. You don't enslave people just because they're an orc. But so he's kind of looking, kind of realizes you got these fins on your head. You look like a fish, and so I kind of ask you, it's like, are you sure you're orc, or are you fish? You look like fish person, like in your ears, and I don't know. You sure you're not half man, half fish or something? Like, I don't know what you are.
Man? No.
Not to be
no
rude,
man.
but I learned.
A man can live underneath the sea. I am from the proud race, Tritons, defenders of the earth, and everything underneath.
Oh, Triton, those Tritons, they sound powerful, like almost like, I don't know, like powerful fisherman things. I don't know. They look powerful. Like,
Fish? No, we are no fish. Why?
I don't know. You got fins on your head. You have like, I assume you maybe have gills you breathe on water with, or you hold your breath a long time. I don't know. But you like the water. You say you live underwater. You got fins on head. You like fish.
I have no fins on my head. I don't think I have fins on my head. Is fin how you say hair?
Yes, that spiky thing on your head. That tall thing. That little like thin skin piece.
My thing is like a little bump.
That little bump on your head.
At the part my
Little
hair.
bit of shit. It's not normal for landman or woman. I guess.
Am I woman?
No. Even kind of like, even
Keep it in your thoughts. Keep it in your
even Malima, like, no.
So I say, who want to hide in cheese?
I think perhaps it is best for, again, just anybody who might stick out to the UNL. If there's room, go on down.
And I go and I grab some snacks and some like water skin. Like, here you go. You make nice comfortable time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go down there though. I'm sure I'm fine up here.
I'm not.
Continuously leaning against this wall.
I look
I
at
am
Malika.
not going to touch
Then
metal.
I say, you go hide in back room then. You go sit in back room. Relax
Is
in
I
back
am-
room.
Malika down or no?
Why did I go in back? Why am I going in the back room then?
I'll go in the back room with you. I really think it should just be tricky out here anyway.
Alright.
And then
I am
go
not
through my side door into my forge area, assuming everyone in there is gonna keep themselves in order.
I am.
And I go just to kind of repair some stuff, make it look like I'm working, and if a guard approaches my front door, I kind of interact with them before they get a chance to touch the door. But I will be right back. I have to go to the restroom. I know, terrible timing. Sorry.
No worries. You're good.
I am not going into a pit of demon rock.
What's in the back room, by the way?
What do you mean in the back room?
Yeah, what's in the back room? If we're going in the back room,
You mean the basement?
he said back room.
Basically, is there a separate area from where his forge is?
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, he's got a back room, like it's his room, it's like his bedroom.
So
Yeah,
we'll go into his bedroom.
What is his bedroom then?
Yeah, you look around, and his bedroom looks like, I mean, to anyone who's ever been in Jordan's room, it's actually fairly organized. You know, there's, you know, he's got his equipment, everything that he ever uses is put back in its place. You see he's got an area where he probably studies on his stuff.
I'm gonna go walk over to where it's his studies and take a look at whatever book is lying on the table there.
All right, you look over there, and hold on one second.
You just assume
Are you in the room? Are you there with him? Is Tricky with you guys? I missed that part.
Yeah, if he's in the room.
Well, currently, if they're gonna hide or go into the back room, because I at least want the orc to be hidden in some way, shape, fashion, or form. And the orc kind of stands out like a sore thumb amongst us not so tall people. I mean, I guess there are 3 or 4. Oh, no, I guess I'm really the shortest person here. Everyone's like human, elf, or fishman. Or Triton, I mean, not fishman.
Fishman.
Yeah, so, as
Triton
long as they
fishman.
hide or they go into the back room, I'll leave the main area and go to my forge. But if they're all out in the open, just chilling there, I kind of closer to the door, the front door, in case someone tries to knock or come in, you know.
And nobody underneath. Everybody
So
wants
you see, you do notice that Sugasta is kind of taking his leisure looking through your shit, though.
Say, hey, what are you doing? What are you looking for? What do you want?
I take like a glance at the book and I turn to him and say, well, what are you? I was just curious on what was on your desk here.
Well, it's a bit of personal stuff and some not so personal stuff. I guess it depends on what you're talking about. Like, I don't know. What are you reading? What are you looking through my stuff for?
Well, I mean, something to pass the time if we're just wait here for a bit.
But geez, it's just my personal stuff. I have my bookkeeping. I keep my register. Jesus, can I say that word? Registrar. Yes, it's a book with all names and stuff they buy and stuff I charge them for.
All right, then. Do you have a rag then for me?
A rag? Like to wipe face with?
Sure.
I think so. I go back into like a little beat up, dingy, like really beat up chest. Looks like it's been attacked like with a weapon or something multiple times, kind of bashed in. I just kind of stick my hand through the top of the chest without opening it because it's a hole. I'm just kind of reach around, dig around. You hear a whole bunch of clattering in there. Like it's like there's almost like it sounds like there's a lot more stuff in there that should be.
What's in there?
You don't need to know. You don't want to know. Trust me, you don't want to know what's in there. You don't need to know. Don't worry about it. And I pull out a rag, and it's like the rag. It looks like it became as a black cloth, and I hand it to you, and I say, "Here you go. Here you go. Here's my rag I use." I dip it in a bucket of water next to me, and I shake it off. Here you go. Here you go. It's clean.
I the rag, and it's like, I'll be fine. I don't need that. I'd rather have a clean rag.
Is
I
this
say,
bucket?
well, no, I'm in Smithy. Smithy's gets dirty. I don't have clean rags unless you want to use a piece of shirt, but no.
I don't know, I just sit on your bed. Then it's like I just like rubbing
Can we
my.
use this bucket?
Yeah, the back room has my bed in it. Like it's legit square because it fits me perfectly.
Oh.
And it's a really, really hard ass bed because it supports like 460
Do
pounds.
you have any blankets on your bed?
Yes, it's one really big, like almost like a good 3 to 6 inch thick fur blanket. Just that's the only blanket on there. There's like really comfy pillows though, but that blanket is really rough and scratchy. It's been through some years, man.
All
This
right. Well,
one's fresh.
I'm just laying on. I'm just like sitting on your bed. Then.
Yes. Then I go to Smithy and I just start
Yeah. And then
ting
the
ting
second
tinging away.
I'm gonna start rubbing. I'm gonna like inspect the blanket. And then if it's like somewhat clean, is it somewhat clean?
Let me think about this.
Roll d20.
At the okay, hold on. Let me.
No, not D20, D100. How many days has it been since you last cleaned?
Oh, this isn't for the last time it was cleaned. I clean this shit every day. It don't matter.
Yeah,
How much
I
But yeah,
I clean it.
but
It gets
cleanliness
dirty.
for
You
a
don't want to know
dwarf
what
is
this dwarf
different
does on
from
his.
cleanliness
You don't want to know
for a
what this
human.
dwarf does on his free time,
Meth.
or with who, or what. You don't want to know, man.
All right. So how dirty
The
is?
thing's 79, man. So that everything but like at the very edge of the bed where your feet go, that is the only clean part of it. The only clean part. The rest of it is like you can tell it's supposed to be black and brown fur, but it's almost a grayish color, and it's like it's like messy. It's splotchy. It's like big circles in it and like huge circles.
All right. I
It's-
comment to Jania. It's like this dwarf barely knows the definition of clean.
I would not. And the whole time she has been standing just like straight as
Oh,
a
wait.
stick in the middle of the room, not touching anything. And she looks down. She's like, I would not touch anything. We're gonna be out of here soon.
I
Let's
give us.
just.
Yeah,
As
it almost
you guys
as if
are
on that.
chilling in there, you
I
smell
stink.
this smell of like you can't quite place it, but you know it's like almost like a rotten funk. That's like you can tell it's originating from something in the room, and you see like there's barrels all around the room.
All right, I stand up.
Ones are filled with random pieces of metal, and you don't want to. You're curious, but I don't know if you're that curious to look for this source.
Janaea is not curious. She's like just still as a
Well,
board
even-
in the middle of the room, looking rather
Kodos
uncomfortable.
says, "Damn,
Maliba's just sitting on her coat like a picnic blanket.
yeah.
But
I-
you have a rag then. What's your name? I said you.
I am I'm Janaea Standish. Nice to actually get formally acquainted with you. And you are
did you say your name?
Janaea Standish.
I am Seguestia.
Where are you from? Are you native to Hygel?
Yes.
You are.
Yes.
Oh.
I was here for a bounty of sorts, but I got caught up in this here, so that put a bit of a.
You forgive me asking, what kind of bounty?
I go into my little bag and I open it up. I take a look at it, and all I say really to her is just some wizard around here.
Okay, but you're not working with the UNL.
I shake my head. No, they're not too fond of me. I'll just say that much.
I didn't think that they would again, no offense. I didn't think they would work with you, but
they wouldn't be fond of working with me. Is all I'll say, probably.
so is that still unfulfilled? That bounty?
Yeah, actually. I was actually going around this town trying to find where this wizard might be, but why? You went interested in helping me.
Now, Tricky, are you in the room or no?
No, I'm in my forge to where it's open to the front so I can see if someone approaches my front door or my back door.
By the way, what's your name? DM. Axel, thank you. Have I seen anyone that matches the description of what you told me yet?
You haven't, and I didn't mean to interrupt you too. So yeah, go. You also don't know anything about a wizard down there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I feel like there's a little bit more pressing concerns at this point. Just because I'm very worried for some of our companions. But, you know, if maybe we could come back.
Well, it depends if nobody takes it, but that's why I was saying I'd work with you if you were able to. Someone here at least was able to compensate me, because you're kind of taking me away from my what I was doing here. If this fish man dragging me away and all that.
So, are you in my room as well?
Yeah, me and Jania are in your room.
Okay, well, as you've seen the rest of my place, you didn't see any money anywhere, anything real valuable in view. But since you're, I'm gonna regret saying this, I feel like, but you're in my room, and there's probably not much in most of them, but there are about 3 to 5 coin purses kind of strewn about my room.
Okay.
Why is everyone poking me? There's a lot of. Would you? Malima, what's up? What's going on?
She looks scared. I had a question.
Well, you could say it. Go on.
Lower your voice when you talk to the goddess.
What's up? Do you know where I can find the drow? Or the drow elves?
The elves? I know there's elves to the south. That's potentially where we're going. I don't know about these drow though. Unless I do. Do I know about the drow, Axel?
Are you proficient in history?
I am proficient in history.
Go ahead and give me a roll.
Okay.
So, no, you know enough that just to the north of where the UNL is, and the hills that are rumored to be where the dwarves make their home, they're at constant war with the Drow society that does live underground.
Okay, I would actually know that fairly well, then, being a part of that. Oh, of course, those drow. Yes, no, I've battled many, but they're far north of here. I think we're going the wrong direction, and you do not want to get involved with them. They have killed many friends, allies.
Military. I have to find my brother and sister.
Oh.
I'll help you with this quest.
They're called. Yeah, I'm trying to find some people. It just kind of. You just see it like with the little crumpled paper. I don't really know where to find these people. I kind of came here recently.
My God, ask you a favor.
Sure.
Wait, who's the goddess?
I help you find these lost siblings. Will you help me free these people?
Do I see him calling you the goddess?
At this point, it's pretty obvious.
I lean by Jamia and whisper.
Hang on.
Are you in a half elf?
Mhm.
No, not you, Jamia. But
He's addressing the water though.
oh,
When he says goddess, that's who he's addressing.
yeah. I lean by Jamia and whisper. Is he referring to that water, Jamia? I forget how you say it. As a god.
I think it's a mistranslation.
Yeah, that's what's on the.
He's
on the
not
paper.
from here, so I think it's just a language barrier type of thing. We'll address it. I suppose now is as good a time as any. But yeah, no, he does keep saying goddess.
And at this point, I kind of come back in from my smithing, and you guys don't see it because you're in the room, but you audibly hear someone reach into a bucket full of water and pull something out. And I'm in there just wiping off my face with one of the rags I dropped in a wet bucket, and I throw it back in the same bucket, and I kind of open the door to check on y'all. Everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And as I go back to my forge, I make sure I go back to the back door and I lock that door too because I haven't yet. And then I go back out to tingling and all my stuff.
All right, so where are the
So,
I think so. Basically, we've got the half orc in the basement, and then the rest of us are just in Tricky's bedroom, hanging out, not touching stuff.
Yeah.
so
But-
yeah.
but go on, Malima. There's people you're after. I know Kojo-san seems very willing to help.
Yeah, these people just hands to like a extremely crumpled paper. Like you have no idea how this thing is together. It's like
I took the paper.
yeah, it's on the the edge of breaking.
It's very water damage.
It just says like those 5 names. I don't
Wow.
know where they're my brothers and sisters. I don't know where they went, but I hear those resistance people you're talking about. I think they might be able to help.
So Tricky, you hear. Well, Haja's pretty quiet, so you may not hear him, but he's not trying to hide from you. So he walks in, and Haja, the people that you hired were very willing to help, but they were completely strict about the rules. They were going to come in at night, and they were going to meet up with you guys and lead you guys out in the darkness.
I'll inform the group of the situation, just so that they're informed.
Gotcha. Do you tell Tricky by himself, or do you go down and tell the rest of the group?
I make sure everyone's aware. Best to make sure that everyone knows the plan, and then to leave people out.
So yeah,
Alright, so is he telling us that we're supposed to be up with about night then?
basically he's telling you guys to lie low, and that your caravan will come and get you tonight. Whether you choose to trust this or not, you know.
Alright.
I'm gonna follow him back in. When he goes to talk to the rest, I'm gonna clean myself up with that dirty rag again.
Do you
Yeah,
all
there's-
do this on the surface a lot? Sit around, wait?
I think they do.
Unless someone wants to do anything else, we're gonna go ahead and.
Is he, are you in the room with me right now, Tricky?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm done then.
Okay. He's gonna snoop through your stuff again. All right.
Great
so
interruption.
Slowly, very slowly, because you guys are just staring at each other mostly. The day goes on until the night comes. And, Hajal, you quickly recognize the small tap on the outside of the building. The pattern, the signals for you to come on out.
All right, I'll knock back and signal them that I'm here, as well, and then go over to the group and make sure that they're awake and ready to go.
And guys, Hajal comes
Yeah.
and picks you up.
Lima's been up this entire time. Go.
So I guess I wake up and it's just like wake up and it's like, where are we going?
South.
South where?
South.
To south.
Yes. That's what they said.
All right, I'll follow behind you then. As I say, grabbing my staff that was propped up against the wall, and I get up and follow you guys out. I'm fairly, if you guys start walking in a group, I'm gonna be fairly far behind you guys.
I will walk in front
If you will.
of me, but very close. Is ready to just attack anything that comes in her path.
I'm just as you guys keep walking, I'm constantly falling back, but you can tell that I'm walking slower than normal.
And
Then I actually
as we're walking forward, I take I don't stop, but I tell Kojo, I say, remember, if we see other people, we don't just kill. We wait until, think of it like you're in the water. Unless if somebody just swims by your underwater town, I guess you call it, then you don't attack. But if they come into your home, then you know, and they start making demands, and you attack. But don't do that unless you see them coming at you with a weapon or a wand, I guess.
The sore subjects. We actually do attack people with water.
Oh shit!
Alright.
Then I look. Do I see the person that's trailing behind? Like, or
Like
are you being stealthy?
I'm like kind of walking on like the side of the path, like a little bit stealthy, and I'm about like I've fallen back quite a bit, like 80 feet or so, or maybe more.
I point my warhammer at you and say, "You better not be fucking with us."
You're
better
I'm like you'd have to be like yelling at me.
So a pounding comes from the top as Haja's waiting for you guys to load up.
All right.
Malima's already heading.
We load up.
Right there.
I sprint to Malima.
Are we
Not-
are we going on a are we mounting up on something?
So as you guys come outside, there's actually a very large-looking merchant caravan waiting for you. It's a wagon, fully enclosed. There are side steps though, in a back bench, front bench. So you guys can pick wherever you want to be on there.
One thing that I just noticed about the chat, since we can see the chat on Twitch, it's kind of like your whispers are there too.
Well,
I mean, I didn't read it because it said whisper and it was yellow, but they are there.
I know.
So
I can't do anything about it.
yeah,
I was just letting y'all know.
You could pause stream and just leave chat up so that you can't actually see the
Yeah,
screen.
so-
It just stays paused. And then
Hey,
that's what I do.
Fix for next time could be have like say Saren, like
you know, I'll
have
probably
his
just
like
message you guys on Discord. It's okay. Let's move on.
So I'll go ahead and get on the caravan thing, and I'll get like on like the very as high as I can on it. Like how high can I get on this thing?
You can climb on top.
Yeah,
you're
I'll
very
climb on
visible
top.
there. I think the idea is to be stealthy, so the wagon driver looks at you and goes, "Are you a fool? Get inside.
What did he say to me?
Get inside, fool."
All right, fine, I get inside.
And I'm sitting at the very end, like right where you get in at. I'm sitting right next to the entrance in case like guard stops us for whatever reason. I can try to like cop out before he sees anybody else in there.
I get in.
An elf camp.
And to Malima to get in.
maybe just gonna climb up like where they said.
Yeah.
I guess just gonna follow along.
Nice.
I'll take
everybody-
any open spot.
All right, you climb in there too. Gotcha. Aiza, are you joining them?
I left for a moment. So yeah, I'm hopping on the caravan. They seem like a profitable venture.
Right. All right. So you guys make your way quietly. The wagon rides very smoothly, well oiled. The driver seemed to know the path well. The night is dark. For those of you who have dark vision, this doesn't do much other than add a eeriness to the area. Gray casting over everything. Slowly, you make your way along the trail. As you proceed, you do seem to hear that it's fairly quiet. With before a moment that you notice, you hear the thumping of arrows. The wagon begins to veer off to the side and slowly stops. And what you guys do?
I'm gonna glare at the half elf who arranged this. Just meanest glare I've got.
What do you guys want to do? Yeah, you're inside the wagon. You really can't. You can see out the windows, but it's hard to see anything else.
I'm gonna kind of open that.
I have dark vision. How well can I see out the windows?
What's that?
How well can I see out the windows?
I mean, you can look out, but all you're looking out, I mean, is pretty dark. It's just all you see trees, you see shrubbery, kind of off to about 40 yards into the distance to the right. There seems to be a little bit of a cliff.
Okay. So I can't see anyone yet.
Yeah, I don't see anybody out there.
I'm I'm not gonna stick my head out. I'm just gonna kind of open that back flap so I can kind of see behind us. And if I don't see anybody, I'm gonna proceed to continue opening it further and further until I can stick my head out and not see anybody around us. And if I don't see anybody, I'm gonna pull my head back in and not talk.
I'm just covering Molima at this point.
So I
Body.
give you a perception check.
Malima has terrible vision, so it's not gonna matter.
Yeah.
Basically, just 60 feet. So should I give you a perception perception check to see if I see people?
Yeah, go ahead and give me that perception check.
Perfect.
The music is a little loud though.
Turn it
It was a
down.
19.
You turn it down on your master.
Oh, we have music. I was playing my own music.
Try to get that down. I haven't actually forgot I set that up for this battle map. So your perception, you do just look to the left, you look to your right, and you see glowing red eyes through darkness.
I see glowing red eyes in the darkness. Like,
Yeah.
Are they directly behind us? Are they off to the side? Look, kind of where are they? And corresponds to the back of the wagon.
They are to your north and to your south.
I use thaumaturgy to turn my eyes red. And then as I pull myself back in, I look at everybody. And I mean, oh shit, I didn't think about that. Now my eyes are red, y'all. And
It's
I'm
your
looking.
play.
I didn't even think about how that would fuck y'all up. But I say, I see people or creatures with red eyes. The north, the south. There's two that I see. Don't know what those. The red eyes, like I guess like mine now.
What
Probably.
are you?
I give a nod and like, and I'll give my staff a little bit as I try and looking out of the door.
Okay, so when we slept, we did not get a whole long rest, right? We only got like a couple hours, right?
No, I'll say you guys got a full rest. Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to ask. And then I touch my splint armor that I'm wearing, and I use my Blessing of the Forge again to give it a +1 to AC. So now instead of 19, or because I pull out my shield too. So I get out, so I have a 20 AC, and I'm getting out of the wagon, kind of with my shield and my warhammer. My shield kind of in front of me, but my warhammer up in the air, almost as if I'm surrendering. And then I walk away from the wagon a good, I don't know, 10, 15 feet, I guess.
How open is the door right now?
You can move your token on the thing if you want.
Oh yeah.
You guys see the door. You guys see the door moving out of the wagon by himself.
I'm moving out this way alone.
So
I come out this way. And go ahead.
All right. Can I see anyone from where I am, like here? Any of the red eyes or anything of the sort?
You peeking out.
Yeah.
You give me a perception. That's fine.
Okay. 23, nat 20.
Yeah, you see them, and actually you see them moving in on Tricky. Tricky, right at that moment that you make your way over, two goblins.
Yeah.
What?
I prepped my staff ready.
Two goblins and what looks like a hobgoblin charging out of the woods at you. The hobgoblin commanding them, destroy!
Do I have time to attack, or is that no because I didn't ready it?
You saw them, so
Okay.
they didn't have the stealth attack on you, but they basically moved in on you because they knew you were the danger. So I'll take initiative from everybody.
12.
And whoever's not in the wagon just won't get to act this round. Or whoever's in the wagon just doesn't.
Oh gosh, I got a 5. I'll only put the dex tiebreaker on there because it makes it easier if someone duplicates.
I thought I set it up automatically, but I guess I didn't.
I added. It said 2. I added my text tiebreaker now.
Fixed with you.
just as a question, Axel, did you mean to have the music repeating?
Yeah,
There's a little button you have to press.
Yeah.
Looks like
And
a
maybe
little
just
circle
do the
going around
volume
infinitely.
down a skosh.
You can alter
You
it
can
in
go
your
into
personal
your personal
settings.
settings, yeah, and change the master music volume. I didn't realize it was on roll 20 until just now.
Is that better?
I can't hear any music.
Nothing.
We
It's
won't
not
even
playing
worry
right
about
now,
it.
is why.
Okay.
We're kind of running short on time, and I want to get you guys going. So. Everybody roll the initiative.
Yeah, you just have to organize it. You can.
Yeah, I'm
preset it.
still rolling for my guys.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't see this many people. So.
I feel like we're getting a
Oh
little
my
sneak preview
God.
here.
Just know we see the first three.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, there's
and
more.
I'm essentially kissing the first
Oh.
two.
You're getting nice and friendly. See how it
Yeah, that'll be nice.
is.
You guys don't get to act this round, but you do see the charge of goblins, as they didn't get the surprise thanks to your dwarf. But they do come charging in hard.
Oh, hi.
All right, Malima, you don't get to act this round, unfortunately. This
Damn
goblin
it.
is going to actually move on back here and ready his bow, and as this goblin is doing. And this hobgoblin is hiding back here. He didn't like that he didn't get a surprise. Wait, that was kind of messed up. I should. I hate moving these many tokens. Sorry, guys. Let me move that. He ready his action. And this hobgoblin, I'll move them back because that was bad.
I know. I feel it. I played a game. I ran a game where there was 20 tokens
Oh,
per battle. And I was like, shit.
So this hobgoblin runs up to you, takes a mighty swing,
It
and
misses.
and misses. Yep, that was pathetic. Oh, he gets advantage? Yeah. 18 misses you too,
He's
though, right?
he still misses because my armor class.
I
I
forgot
have my
they get
shield out with the
They have martial
with the
advantage. I totally forgot about the hobgoblin thing.
Oh, that's
That's why I put him in there. All right, this goblin attacks you too. Probably get a miss horribly. 16?
Ooh, does he have advantage?
No, he's not flanking you.
Okay, then no, it misses.
Isaiah, you don't get to act this round, unfortunately.
Is there a wall separating me from that guy?
Yeah, he comes up and he starts
Okay.
smashing into the side of the wall.
Okay, so I wouldn't get attack of opportunity if I was to move right now.
No, but that side of the door is beat up. It's actually going to be pretty hard to get out that way now.
Okay.
And I can't. Fighting with tokens now. Great. Moving on. Goblin attacks from below. He's actually going to try to move around and get flanked on you.
My turn was skipped.
Everyone's turn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so they did get a surprise.
Sorta, just not on chicken.
Nice.
I thought I got a nat 20 to see them.
You did get that, so I will go ahead and give you your turn.
Oh, okay.
What would you like to do? What would you like to do?
Oh, so what is so can I see this guy right now? Right here? Where
Yeah, let me get him out of there. I don't know what's going on. One second.
you can just move him to the front. Just if you right click him and then
No, he's right there. He's just
Oh, okay.
he's smashing the door.
So can I see him from where I am?
I mean, you can see the large. I don't think he qualifies.
What?
He's smashing on the bugbear, smashing against the door using his large club.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and. What is this guy here attacking Tricky?
I believe a hobgoblin.
Yeah, there's 2 goblins and a hobgoblin.
I think what I'll simply do is I'll take like a step forward. I guess I can squeeze here, then come back, right? Can I do that?
You can go out there, but I mean, like I said, the door's smashed in, so you have to actually move it out this way.
Yeah. Well, what I mean is, can I move like right here, attack like maybe this guy from here?
No, you can't. You're in the wagon.
Okay. So I guess what I'll do is I'll come out over here. And
You can move your token.
oh, sorry. I'm used to a different thing of where I couldn't move my token.
Oh no, you're good, man.
And I guess I will attack. I'll pull out my wand and blast this guy here.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
I lost my character sheet. It's right here though. For 20 hits.
20 does it.
All right, and it deals 4 damage, moves him 10 back. So
With your arcane energy hits him and knocks him back 10 feet.
Yep.
He basically knocks into a tree and barely keeps his footing.
I'll move back over here into the wagon after that, and that's my turn.
So yeah, you can have just enough movement to get back to the door. You're not quite inside.
Oh, well, am I inside the wagon or?
You were inside the wagon. Now you're not.
Wait. With the wagon, I think the wagon's bugged for me. Give me a second, because it's.
That's okay. You said you wanted to go out and attack that guy.
Yeah.
From behind the wagon, right?
It might be like difficult terrain to get in and out of the wagon type of.
Oh, okay.
So were you trying to get back into the wagon as close as you could?
If I was to get back into the wagon, would that
That's as close as you can get. But you're not quite in. You're right at the door.
I think I'll just sit right here then. Yeah.
Where you? Okay.
Where I was before.
Where you?
And
Okay.
I guess. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Thanks. Alright, sorry about that. I messed that up there. So this goblin did attack you and missed you, correct? Yep. And this one moves in. Is going to attack the goblin that just attacked his leader. Or the tiefling that just attacked his leader. Sword is thrusting. 16.
That hits.
You take 8 slashing damage.
Yep.
Oof.
Alright.
And yes. Wait, you're the last one. There's still more people. Sorry.
You're fine.
But American's trying. Just enough to get to the side and start smashing on the other side of the wagon. This goblin takes a shot with his crossbow, or his bow. Yeah, he's gonna try to get you.
Does
8.
not-
Nope. And that goes is almost done. Tricky. That was the beginning. Wait.
I'm back.
Tricky had the surprise. Okay. So
Did I
Tricky,
get
you
attacked?
did.
Those 2 towards me, right?
Nope, I think you're good, but I think it is your turn if you want to.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Check my spells again. Okay, I'm gonna go Searing Smite since it's a bonus action. And
Nice.
that if I hit, that'll do an extra 1d6 tire damage. That's what it says. It's fire damage. I didn't fix it.
Tired.
That's the best damage.
I mean, it fits with the Forge Cleric, maybe.
If I can click on my Warhammer, that is. There we go.
You
18
can
is.
attack.
Oh, I'm hitting this one right in front of the goblin.
Yeah, that definitely hits, yeah. And that is enough to. You crush him. Would you like to describe your kill?
As I bring my water hammer up, I just yell, "Die!" and I smash it down on him as it bursts into flames and he just burns to cinders.
Nice. First blood. There you go.
I just had to roll it. It's 6 fire damage. He burns to ashes, like straight ashes. And that was the end of the spell.
Perfect.
I think it's actually rolling damage for you in the spell card. You get the 2 fire up there too.
It does. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. So whatever. Yeah, 2 fire damage. But yeah, he's burned.
It was plenty. You torched him. Nice. Now the hobgoblin's turn.
Yeah.
He didn't like getting blasted by Eldritch.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
And with advantage,
rip me.
15.
Yeah, that's
He's also going to use his martial skill and hit you for 2d6.
and that's probably gonna bring me down.
No.
I'm down.
Oh.
One down.
Already? Damn.
Yep, I'm down.
I
Okay, we
got
gotta
you.
the cleric.
Oh shit. Oh my god,
If
no.
only we had a druid.
Yeah.
Yeah, if only.
I think we have both.
Cleric and Druid. Alright, that's his move.
Fucking
And
welcome.
Malima, you may now act. Although
Okay.
there are bugbears on both sides of the wagon smashing you with their big warhammers. Or, I
Is there any
guess,
way
clubs.
for me to get out or without like squeeze through a window? I assume not.
It'd be pretty tough. I mean, you could probably get out the back one and land right where the hobgoblin and the goblin are.
Take all my movement, I assume.
It would use, yeah, it was pretty rough terrain. I mean, I would pay you maybe have another 10 feet, but they would provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay, I'm gonna hop out.
Perhaps someone else can get out the roof or something, but you can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop out. What kind of armor does the hobgoblin have?
He does appear to be well armored. Yeah, he's got good gear on, a shield.
What's the material? Is it?
Are you gonna do a perception check for me and use your action for that?
I mean, I can. Would it be hard to tell, just what the armor is?
I would say just because of the limited vision and the fact that there's other people in front of you, yes. If you guys were just standing there talking, I wouldn't, no big deal. But it's kind of it would be an action. Yeah.
If that's the case, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna.
Are you trying to say it's metal?
Yeah.
I'll say you can tell us he's wearing a metal helmet.
Flash.
Where the brains?
God damn it.
Alright, so we have a broken link. But you want to tell me what
I'm
you're trying to do?
I am trying to cast heat metal.
Alright, how does the
Oh wait, I don't even need to.
Yeah,
Hang
you
on,
don't even roll. It just.
I don't even need to leave the thing. I can just do it from there.
Yeah, so you cast heat metal on it, and I think it's in the next round, right? Or is it the beginning?
It's not doing the thing. It's so it'd be any creature in contact with his objects takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast a spell. So.
Yeah, it's just a straight 2d8.
Oh no! It already
It's
gave the damage.
It's not like the old editions where it continuously does damage. It's just the two.
Yeah. Oh wait! It already gave the damage at 5.
Yep.
I didn't see that.
No, yeah, you see you're into it, and he seems to be grappling at his helmet, distracted.
I think you have to make a con save to see if you can keep the helmet or drop.
I think he has to do that on his turn.
Alright, okay, yep. Alright, so con save where he drops side. Thank you.
Hey, at least it removes an AC.
Let's see, he succeeded?
DC. My DC is 14.
14, yep, succeeded. Okay. So he manages to, kind of tough it out, even though it's seared into his skull.
Yeah, then
Anything else, Moonbell?
symbiotic entity, and then. So the goblin, the goblin right here is going to take 6 cold damage.
Nice, nice. As you guys see, she puts out her hand, and from the sort of ethereal water, a cloud of frost comes out, and the spores engulf the goblin, and it starts to freeze up. That was -5, right?
It's -6. 6 cold.
Nice. The goblin look about it's done. It's about done.
Yes. Symbiotic entity doubles my thing, so it's 6.
That's nice. All right. Anything else?
Really all I do. I don't think I might. Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right. The other goblin. I just realized why the wagon is so messed up. I apologize for that.
Yeah.
Just put it in the background.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's you guys know where you're at. It's all good. This goblin's gonna make his way around, try to continue to help his buddy. Actually, he's gonna have to come over here. He doesn't have much choice. And he attacks you, Tricky.
No.
Oh,
no.
Shit, he hits
7 damage.
He hits me with
he didn't have an advantage. There's no one flanking you, so.
Okay, cool. So -7.
Yeah, my initiative is not on there.
You had to have clicked your character. That's maybe what. No, you're on there, aren't you?
Nope, I don't see it.
All right, go ahead and what was your initiative roll?
12.
All right, one second.
Here, I'll put it on there for you, and then you can set it to whoever you want.
I mean, you're down, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, it's still
Death
matter.
save.
It does matter for his death
Death
save.
save is important.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot your B.
Yep. It's 12.14.
I don't know why I said it. Never mind. I got you. And that was the right one, right? Yeah, it was that Hobgoblin's turn. Okay.
Well, now I'm on there twice.
No, now you're on there twice.
Yeah.
I got you. No worries. Don't. We're gonna move on from that for now. Hobgoblin takes a swing at you with advantage. Unfortunately, Tricky.
All right.
Oh,
Is
shit.
that a miss?
And this goblin as well, not with advantage. 21.
That'll hit.
Take 3 damage.
3 damage.
Izo, you're up.
Alright. Time to use my signature skill. We all know what it is.
No.
Oh, good.
Suddenly, darkness engulfs the wagon.
Just posting for the sake of the streaming. Let's see, moving on. I'm just gonna move. I'm guessing these
I'm fine
things
now.
right here are enemies.
I'm sorry?
I'm guessing this hulking mass with a sword is my enemy.
Yes, there's 2 of them on each side of the wagon smashing the doors. You don't know if they're really trying to keep you in there or trying to get in.
I'll move over to here and end my turn, just so that it doesn't give our dwarf a ton of problems.
Did you, climb out that back window?
Yep.
Okay.
I was the one closest to the back.
All right.
You can-
With disadvantage, this one goblin's gonna take a swing at you.
How?
I would say you're close enough coming out the back of the wagon
Oh, okay.
that he would just take a wild swing. He missed you though.
Yep.
And is that your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
Thank you. And you succeeded your first death save. Thank you. Nice, nice. The bugbear over here finally decides he's no longer going to waste his time keeping no one in and charges forth to join the fray. Ricky, you're in a bad spot, buddy.
No.
Yeah, I'm slowly starting to regret jumping out of the wagon.
All you need is one
Darkness
thunder wave.
and
Everybody
into the
better hope I don't go
darkness.
down.
We still got the druid.
True, I keep forgetting about the druid.
Her
Yeah,
druid,
they're
she,
kind of forgettable.
she didn't opt to heal. She opted in pain.
She wanted my money, damn it.
There's a 17 hit.
No.
Lucky.
I have probably about, for myself, about 3 more rounds to my spell wears off.
Gotcha.
Then I'll go
Alright.
down there.
Aja, the goblin, is desperate to find you. He's going to take another attack at disadvantage. 15. I think you win. Okay. Shit.
Saren?
An 18? Wait, no, 15, right?
15, yes.
15 misses.
All right. Janine, I know you've been waiting.
All right. So I'm gonna before I draw my sword, I'm gonna use my bonus action. Actually, I might need to move first. So I think I can just move here. Okay, is that legal?
Yeah, with you have enough movement to climb out the back and make it there. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna do that. Then before I draw my sword, I'm gonna use my bonus action to hex this goblin right in front of me. And then I'm gonna draw my sword and swing at him with
Nice.
advantage because I'm flanking. Great.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Sweet. Love flanking. And that'll be a 23 to hit.
Absolutely.
All right, so I got a bunch of damage to do here. There's gonna be that damage, and then there's gonna be sneak attack, and then there's gonna be hex.
So how?
No, I want to roll them all.
Yeah, roll them all. All right, you got 14 damage on it. It's double his hit points. So how would you like to destroy this guy?
Actually, pretty stoically. I approach. There's a small movement of my hand. I draw my rapier, and then just right through the back of him, and then out. And that's it. And then that will end my turn.
All right, the goblin dies. This bugbear who's been missing out on all the action. He's gonna reach his hand in and try to grab you, co-host.
Do it.
Yeah.
You can do it, Joe.
It would be an attack roll. Strength. Boom. I'm guessing a 6 does not catch you.
For like my armor class, no.
Yeah, okay. So he reaches in there and you see the large flailing hand just breaking through the window, but he can't get a hold of you.
Alright.
That's his turn. This goblin, pretty bored, you know, is gonna make his way on over here. How far can he get? And he's just gonna lob an arrow. I mean, I'm probably not gonna hit anybody. Like to see disadvantage. 14.
Oh my god.
I don't think anybody has a 14 armor class. So
No.
you're good. You're good. The arrow just flies overhead. Ghost, you've been doing nothing.
Can I jump out the car after seeing?
Yeah, you just bust out. I mean, you're right there, face to face with them. Yeah.
I literally do that. And I rage, and you see steam start coming from my skin, and my one good eye left turning red. And I take my halberd, and I just strike recklessly.
Let's see that reckless attack, barbarian. Yeah.
Mm.
That hits. Do you have your rage damage on there?
I have my rage damage and my duel.
So that's everything. All right, 17 damage to this thing. You shred it open, like blood just starts coming out, and Testin hits the ground. He looks at you with his eyes just full of fury.
And I say, was it like Aquan? Just like pathetic and determined.
Nice, thank you, sir. Thank you. Mind this play. Tricky, you're in a lot of shit.
Oi, I what am I going to do? Let me see. I got to read my stuff again. So is that one guy still on the ground behind me? Is he still unconscious?
Yeah.
Oh shit, there's a lot more around me though.
I think
So
one
this
of the-
person's an enemy as well, right?
No, that's your friendly neighborhood.
And I think
former
that goblin
UNL
is
member.
dead.
Oh, I meant to click this thing down
Yeah,
here.
that's
This bottom.
yep.
Shit. I guess I'm gonna try to take out the hobgoblin because he seems like, I don't know. I guess that'd probably be the one in charge because he's one by himself.
See it.
What am I gonna do to him? Shit. It's not gonna work on him. Okay, I was just gonna go Searing Smite again, because why not? And that only works if I attack, or if I hit him. 10 on this guy. I don't think that hits.
I know. Sorry, friend. You go to swing down and he just parries your blow. He's pretty skilled with that sword.
It comes down and just impales to the ground, and I look at it, look up at him, and I cock my head sideways. And I'm done.
All right, thank you, sir. Well, this hobgoblin doesn't like being in the shadow, so I'm gonna see if he can make his way out. Let's do a D4 on him. Oh yeah. Now he's huge.
Expand.
Large.
Sorry,
All right.
I accidentally tapped my bell. I'm sorry about that.
No worries. All right, and he takes a swing at you.
Who?
Oh, unfortunately, it's it does. Does it hit you? A 20 does hit you, right, Gina?
Sorry, are you swinging at me? Yeah. No, that'll hit. I only have a 17.
Yeah, you take that, and he hasn't used it yet, so he's gonna go ahead and use his martial skill on you.
Don't. I'm not supposed to get hit. Oh.
Yeah,
man.
I'm not supposed to get hit
That's
either.
brutal. Alright, well, they only get to do that once.
Well, don't really mean the meta, but isn't like the whole thing with the hobgoblins is it's only on their first turn for like surprise attacks?
I'm using it just on their first attack, so. Because he hasn't attacked anyone with it.
These aren't hobgoblins. These are Axel's hobgoblins.
Exactly.
We know nothing about.
Yeah, no matter. Alright, that is his turn. And this goblin's gonna take a shot at you, Tricky. 16 misses.
I mean, he's in darkness.
I'm not.
Oh, he is in darkness, you're right. The goblin is in darkness. At disadvantage, 9. Good job, thank you. Molima, you're up.
See if I can kind of like make my way around the cart and then move here.
Oh, I'm gonna be down for this type of battle.
This is flanking, right?
I think that guy's already dead though, because isn't that the one that Kojos took out?
Yeah, but I don't know if I took him out.
He's not dead.
Is there?
Would I be flanking?
Yes.
Okay, well, first off, I'm going to use my Halo Spore, so that's a 6 damage. Just, I guess.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... Holy shit! I don't know if this counts, but I get an extra 1d6 because of my symbiotic.
Alright, as you guys see the cloud dust, spores again come out, like the frost, and then suddenly these glowing claws appear, and she shreds it, and
Not letting me make mine.
Good.
You just see kind of like if you see like the movie, if you've seen the movie, I forget like the Will Smith vampire zombie one. Just Malima just kind of jumps up, does the spore thing, and kind of just like jumps out of the darkness onto this thing's back and just kind of bites into it.
Oh yeah, gruesome.
It's like extremely sharp teeth. It's just really out of character of what you'd expect.
Your god is primal.
I love it. Everyone.
Yeah. That hobgoblin down.
Onto them.
Bugbear's down.
The goddess lives.
Is that your turn, Malima?
Let me know when I roll my death saving throw.
I do have my bonus action. I'm gonna put this on the fallen guy. So when it goes to his turn, it's gonna do a 1d6, so he'll be back up. And it just kind of like takes the form of like her spores. You can't see it glowing because it's in the artificial darkness.
Oh, gotcha. So that
it's a bonus.
Okay, so you just put it on him?
Yeah, just like because it's just a cube. So it's just where he is. So anyone in that during their turn gets a 1d6.
But on his turn, he won't have to do these 6. He'll just deal. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. The hobgoblin beneath you is going to take an attack at you. Tricky. 20 for 2 damage.
That just barely hits.
A whole 2 damage. Roll the crap though. So. All right, this goblin. Uh, 17 misses, right?
Yeah.
Izo, you're up. Izo.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. We'll come back. Sugasto, give me your death saving throw. Actually, no. Roll a d6.
Oh wait, me?
Yeah. Roll a d6.
Oh, you didn't go down to my turn. Sorry about that.
You don't have to. That's okay.
Roll 1d6. 3. I have 3 health.
Yep,
Okay, I'm up. And
I'm back. I got asked some questions by someone real quick.
No worries.
Stab a goblin.
From there, what I'm going to do is...
Hang on. I just because he was gone, but it's his turn first.
Okay.
So you're up.
Don't
with
worry,
your
it'll be
health.
short.
Izo, go ahead.
Stab.
With advantage.
I forgot to put the advantage. 13 to hit.
But a 13 is still good. Oh, it is not actually good enough to hit this goblin. Holy crap, they're quick and wiry.
Well, that's my turn.
I think so. Yeah, Sugas, you're up now with 3 health. What would you like to do?
Yes, so how do you do darkness? Is it disadvantage to hit?
Correct.
Alright, I disengage and move all the way over here. If they'll let me.
So yeah, I'll allow that, but you're gonna get an attack of opportunity from
I
this
said
hobgoblin.
disengage.
Oh, you're disengaging.
Yep.
Disengage prevents it from being opportunity attacked
I'm
entirely.
gonna take it.
Totally,
Then I
totally.
take cover on this tree.
It's half your movement to get up though.
What?
Yeah, you were on the ground, so you're about to here, I'd say.
Oh, 15 movement then?
After movement.
Oh, so I only have 15 movement?
Correct.
Okay. How many times can you do that? Heal.
Like if you just keep standing there.
No,
Yeah.
How long does the spirit last?
Concentration up to a minute.
Oh, okay. So it'd constantly be healing me.
Yeah.
Every time you
Yeah.
start your turn there.
Yeah, just in space.
What did you say?
Every within the space you're currently on, it would heal 1d6.
Okay.
But
But you're still in dark.
but you can just see like little spores kind of like going around you.
And I would try and move this along because it's getting kind of past time here.
All right. I guess what I'll do, just to move things along, I'll take a risk and go ahead and cast that and take a dash action. I obviously can't. I can do this without doing a opportunity attack from this guy, right? Just move to this spot. Move down.
If you disengage, yes. Oh wait,
Well,
no,
no,
that you can do without disengaging.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll move here. I'll take an opportunity attack from these two guys. 15. So I have 45 movement, right?
What are you doing? You're dashing
Yeah, with expeditious retreat.
with the retreat. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
So give me 2 opportunity attacks.
You got it.
One from this guy first.
Up the goblin.
Yep.
That's a miss.
That's a miss. Okay, then I move down here. Give me another opportunity attack. That's a miss.
17.
Right?
17 hits you, right?
Oh yeah, that hits me, but that doesn't
2
take me down.
damage.
I'm fine.
1 health left.
I'm fine. So that is 1, 10, 15. I'll move down here for a moment. And take cover on this rock, right? What type of cover is this rock?
Yeah, you can get behind that rock.
What type of cover is this rock?
It's full cover.
Okay, go to that rock. And that's my turn.
This bugbear is going to take this lamb map tricky too, because they're just trying to finish this monster's dwarf off. It does not hit. And this goblin, Izo, he's just going to swing at you with disadvantage. I mean, he knows that you're in there somewhere. 16? Alright, good. 7 damage would have hurt. And Jania, what's up?
So this goblin here is dead, right? Because that's the one I killed last time.
Correct. Yes, he's down.
Sweet.
Thank you.
And then this is a tree, right? I can't move to this space because of the tree.
You can try to climb the tree, but you can't use you can't move into the space.
I don't think I need to be climbing trees. But this guy is not in darkness.
Oh, he's right on the edge.
It's right on the edge. Okay. Well, let's see. 5, 10, 15. No, don't have that.
I also can't.
I could
see
move
the darkness.
around the tree. And 50. Nope, that's gonna be too many spaces. Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna set this move over here and then actually I'll just go there. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to move my hex to this new guy that I'm about to attack. And I will attack him with my rapier. Oh, that is not so good.
It would have been beautiful, but it wasn't.
I know, I needed an advantage. I couldn't get into flanking with anybody. But yeah, that'll end my turn then. So I use my bonus action already.
Thank you. The other bugbear that he's already dead, so that goes off there. And this goblin's gonna take a shot at you, Malima.
No.
is. I don't know why it's taking so long. I clicked the button. Click it again. Oh, there we go. 13 misses, right?
Yeah.
Alright. That is his turn. Co-host, you're up.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah,
Yes. And you just saw the goblin shoot at you. Alright, Melina.
He shot at Malima?
Yes.
Interesting. I guess he wants to die? Weird. Alright. So, with Righteous Fury, I kind of like move, delicately sidestep Malima so I don't run into her. And then,
Blood dripping from her face.
yeah. The blood is good. Makes you fearsome. Makes you formidable. Makes you a goddess. Rage attack. Yet again. Recklessly. At advantage. Oh.
Really? Really?
Nope.
Jesus.
He's so fast. And this was like a wide. It was a wide swing, so you saw it come in.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, co-host. Did you want to do anything else?
I just scream at him.
Nice.
And
Tricky.
I am, since I have the Searing Smite still active, since it hasn't activated, I'm going to attempt to smash this hobgoblin again. He wormed out of my way last time. He's not doing it this time.
Alright, that's a hit.
So it's that regular damage plus. Jesus, let me find. 4 damage, fire damage.
Nice. I mean, you just bring your hammer down and it crushes, and you see part of the ringlets of his chainmail start flying off.
And as I do that, I just turn back around and kind of like snarl at the guy behind me. Just. He's dying next.
Nice. Alright, the hobgoblin that's been facing off with you, Gina, comes at you. Ooh, missing.
That is a miss.
You get a deft rogue. And this goblin attacks from behind Tricky with advantage. Oh, I know. He's neutral because he's in darkness. 21.
That'll hit.
5 slashing.
5 damage.
Whittling you down, man.
Little by little.
Malima.
Well, I'm gonna move my I'll move my healing spirit down to Janane, I guess.
Okay.
Is there a
Can
way
you get
for me
it?
to
Can
get?
you get it to Tricky? Tricky might need it more than me. I don't know. I've taken 1 hit. He's taken a few. I don't know if it'll reach.
Does he need it? Tricky, do you need it?
Me?
Yeah. Do you need a D6 healing?
I'm gonna be running away even further, so I don't need it.
I mean, I could use it.
I mean, I can use it too. I'm okay. I don't. I've just seen him take.
Like the
3
6
more
seconds
attacks,
are
I'm
running
probably
out.
down.
Okay,
Hang
well,
on.
sounds like you got a lot of.
Okay, it's moving to Janane.
All right.
Also, is there to get through here? Would I be able to get here? Like, if I went over or through the cart?
I mean, it would be rough terrain, and you'd have to do an athletics check.
Oh god. Unless. Oh, I can just. Yoink. Because 10, and then 20. Okay, I'm gonna move here, I'll use my thing. I'll use my Halo Spore, so 6 damage on the Hobgoblin.
Okay.
And then, since I'm flanking,
As your spores come out, you see that it seems to grip his throat, and he's in his last throes of life.
oh, shit, god damn it. And since I'm flanking,
I don't think you're flanking.
I don't think you're.
I mean, well, okay, I guess not then. Well, it's just 17.
The 17 is enough. Wait, no, it is not enough, actually. They have 18 armor class. Sorry.
Oh
Damn.
dang!
Shield and chainmail, and yeah. So.
One of them lost their helmet though. I think so.
Yeah, this one lost his helmet.
No, he succeeded, remember?
Well, he pulled it off and he took off the heat metal helmet. The Constitution was to take it off.
Yeah.
So it's just on the ground burning.
Right, and he succeeded that.
You
Oh,
can't,
yeah.
I see what you're
You
saying.
can't
I see
stop the damage,
what you're saying. I
but
see
you
what
have
you're
to
saying.
take it off. That's all you need to do.
I see what you're saying.
That has to count for something. No, just kidding. Yeah,
Helps don't count for armor.
alright, yeah, I can't really do much, so that's my turn.
They're valiant effort. You almost took him down. This hobgoblin beneath you. He's gonna try to take you down. Tricky. He's going for it. Ooh, I think you're down, buddy. Tricky, do you fall?
Yeah.
Oh no. Should I?
Your dwarf tank falls to the ground.
Just clunk, 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 clunk.
The hobgoblins cheer. This goblin is dead. He's not cheering. Izo, finish him off. He has had one health for far too long.
This one has it? You said the hobgoblin. I'm assuming this one.
So
Well, actually, two guys have one health. That's crazy.
The goblin you're currently fighting, I think.
Yeah.
I'm
Very
gonna try
smooth.
and attack the goblin that's been dueling with me, apparently.
Okay.
That should kill him.
You kill him off. How do you? I mean, well, how would you like to kill him?
How indeed. I cut him from groin to grin.
Ooh,
Ooh.
brutal. He falls dead to the ground.
Such
Nobody sees
beast
him.
with negative charisma do not get the right to mate. That's
All
what's
right,
up.
and Sugasta, Wagasta.
oh, my turn. So let's see. Just says 25. There's a guy here. Anyone that looks like they're on low health, by the way.
It's kind of. I mean, they're all like in darkness except for the dwarf who's on the ground.
What about this guy?
The dwarf who's on the ground unconscious.
Is this guy in darkness?
It's a hobgoblin.
Yeah, is this in darkness?
No, he's not in the darkness. No.
All right. Is this in darkness over there?
Nope.
All right. What is this pond?
It is part of the river.
Can I walk? What would it take to walk through this?
It's rough terrain.
What?
And it's rough terrain.
Okay, so I can walk through it.
Sure.
Okay. Is it double movement?
Yes.
So it's 10. So this is 25, 35, 45, 55. And then I think can I move here with 5 feet remaining?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And then I'll shoot. Is this the one that attacked me earlier?
Nope. The one
Has
that
this-
attacked you earlier. Nope.
Okay, so none of these guys. Okay, I'll just shoot this guy here.
All right, fire away. aim your finger like a sniper. Oh wait, ooh,
Bam.
nice. Do your damage.
9.
That hobgoblin drops.
Oh, he's dead. Okay.
Good job. Anything else?
That's it. I've already used my bonus action, so I can't do anything else.
All right. Seeing the dwarf on the ground finally fallen, but then his hobgoblin leader, he turns around and sees you. He can't really get to you, I don't think, though. He's gonna run this far and throw a javelin at you.
Oh. Well, that thing brings me down. Or does it?
I think you're down.
Uh,
Yeah, you're down. You had 1 health, buddy.
yeah, that brings me down. I was
And
trying
you
to
fall.
see if I had anything up my sleeve. Yeah, I'm down.
All right, back down again. All right. And that's his turn. This goblin is dead. Janene, that's your new nickname, apparently.
It works. All right, so I'm gonna take that. Thank you. 3. Awesome.
I was so
Yeah.
close to getting off the map. How
Better than nothing.
I will take it. That's probably like, if I get attacked again, that might keep me up. So I'm gonna go ahead. So I'm in darkness, but I have Haizhao on the other side of me, so this is gonna be a straight roll. Is that right?
Correct.
I attack the hobgoblin in front of me again.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I will do that. Oh. Advantage would have been nice.
It would have been nice. Yeah.
And yes, that will end my turn.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Good effort. Co-host, the goblin before you draws his short sword. He doesn't really seem to want to fight you anymore, but he does no chop shit and takes a swing. And you see the lack of effort.
He hits me.
A 6 hits you?
18.
18. Reckless attack.
Oh, you're reckless. Damn. That's right. 7 damage, sir.
7 reduced to.
Yes, to 3. And it's your turn. Punish this goblin.
Alright. 20. Yeah. Reckless attack one more time. The Rage of the Sea.
Let's see it.
Yes. Yes.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
How do
Is
you?
he?
Well, I'll use the line this time. How do you want to do this?
I literally will kind of do a kick and just kick the halberd into him, and this kind of pin him. And there's something behind us, right? I don't know. If there's a low tree, I'll just pin him to the ground and just
Nice.
scream.
Good fury. Good job, buddy. All right, moving on. Tricky death save.
For my movement, I will.
It's 15. I succeed.
Let's
One
see.
success.
Move to the horses.
Hobgoblin's still alive. He.
End of turn.
I mean, oh, sorry. I didn't mean to move on. I thought you were done. Thank you. The hobgoblin is going ahead and I guess he doesn't really know that Haizhao's there. Sorry, Janae.
It's okay.
I don't think that hits though.
Especially with the cover of darkness, I'm even more angel.
Yeah, nothing. This goblin doesn't really know what the hell is going on, so he's actually gonna book it. Actually, this would do. Still roll. See if you can get out.
What
Oh,
the?
that's
Sorry, someone called me and it.
and the goblin dashes. Polima?
Guess. Scoot. to where I remember where the dwarf last was.
Yep, you're there. You find him. You use the ground and kind of feel him and find him. Tricky, you rise. Who's AFK? That's okay. There he is. 8 health to you, sir.
Note that.
Can't hear you.
I go back, and the hobgoblin's within 10 feet, so spores. 6 damage. Six. But I have symbiotic entity goes on for how long? Oh yeah, 10 minutes. So yeah, it takes.
There's one creature you can see within 10 feet.
Oh yeah, I can't see. So I guess.
I think I let you do it earlier, but I didn't realize that. That's just fine.
Okay, and there's not a whole lot I can do, so I'll just sit here.
But there's a bugbear to the south trying to kill that guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, help me.
And I know, guys, we're way past the time I said we were going to finish. If anybody absolutely has to go, let me know. Otherwise, I just want to finish this combat and we'll be done.
I'm not tripping about how long it went. I don't really got much to do today. I made sure to keep good 3 to 4 hours clear for this.
I appreciate it.
And then.
Nice.
Is it all that damage? Holy shit.
It is all that damage because it throws a knife and it explodes.
Alright, wait, the exploding there, does that do it to him too? Or does he have to just say...
He has to do a dex save of 14 or he takes 9. I think he just takes 9 damage if it... But the 17 hits regardless.
Which he fails.
So yeah, he
takes
takes
27?
26.
Oh my god. 1 hit point.
Yeah,
it's 37.
But he doesn't get the extra 11.
Don't you roll the damage?
Oh no, he does. He does get it. Hang on. I do get an extra
damage
d6,
dice
I
on-
think.
let's see. If it's a damage dice on a critical roll. Oh wait, no,
Charge
no,
it.
dexterity
Oh
save. You
wait,
don't.
never mind. It's my melee. It's my
So
melee
17,
attacks.
Yeah, 26.
26. 1 health. Okay. Jesus.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, guys. Malima, is that your turn?
we like them
Yeah.
to suffer. We don't want to kill them mercilessly. We want to just hurt them.
Malima
a
doesn't-
lot.
That makes sense.
Malima doesn't understand.
You're up, Hajo.
Time to take a stab at things.
Nice.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that's a good hit, yeah.
7 damage.
And he falls. How do you want to kill this guy?
I stab him through the heart, and Janaea feels some fluid flow under her, shoot out in her face as I pull it out quickly. You have no idea what it is.
It doesn't
Does
phase
not
you.
phase
Oh
her
my
at all.
god.
Stone cold.
Yep.
Gosh.
Blood Bukaki.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's my turn, because I don't see any other enemies.
Thank you, Azal. Sugasta. People hopping in and out. Discord is messing people.
I think he's down.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
So,
Yes, yes, sir. Yeah, you're still saving throw, sir.
Okay. Bam.
Ooh, 1 failure.
Okay.
And this bugbear is still alive. He sees that you're unconscious, doesn't really bother with you. He's gonna turn around and go after Melina.
Hi.
Taking his great strobe swing. Oh! 8 damage, sir.
Oh no, it hurts so much.
Yeah, some of you have taken a beating, some of you have not. I just realized that. That's okay. And Janene.
All right, so I still have healing cube. Is that right, Malima?
Yep.
I will take some heals.
All right. Just roll 1d6.
Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to just kind of wander out of the magical darkness because I'm assuming the fluid spray I got meant that the guy in front of me is probably down. Feel a little bit, don't feel anything, and move out to the point where I hopefully see again. That was 5, 20, and I will use my bonus action to dash. So I 30, 40, 45, 50. And flank this guy. And attack with my rapier.
Let's see it. Oh,
13.
nice. How do you want to do it?
Oh, so yeah, I forgot. I was gonna put all the damage on there again. Again, it's calm, collected, very businesslike. It's another, again, rapier, quick impale through the back, and done.
To the job and done. So the bugbear is roaring at you, Melina, and suddenly his face goes pale and he flops to the ground. And as your turn, thank you, miss. And this goblin, seeing everyone dying and his other friend running, he takes off too.
Capture his ass! Don't let him get away.
Wasn't he the one? Wasn't he the one that co-host cut in half?
Oh yeah, he's dead.
his two body parts just run off.
Yeah, both 2 legs just broken and down. All right, he's dead. All right, Ghosts.
Looking around, I can't see Malima, and I start to panic, and I scream out, "Malima!" And then the darkness is still like on my back, so that's worrying me. I'm gonna take a wide swing.
Their creature's still alive.
Just the one that's about to run out of the map. So I wasn't gonna say anything until you asked.
I'm just gonna wide swing.
I'm still down. I could attack him though. Where I am.
I don't see anything. I'm getting it. I'll dash from action. I'll dash.
Yeah, you run over and you see the bugbear on the ground, Janae and Malima surrounding it.
I'm glad now. I see Malima. End of turn.
All right, cool. Tricky, death save.
Yeah.
Are you up?
He's back.
Oh, you're
No,
down?
Yeah, he's.
If I get an at 20, I'll be up. Oh,
No,
well,
You're up because
Yeah,
cure
yeah,
wounds
heal.
you.
Yeah, you have 8 hit points.
cool. Let me put those in real quick. I'm just trying to take away the icon that I put on there. There we go. All right. I'm up, and since I've been up, I've just looked really fucking disappointed. Like really disappointed in life. I was hoping to fall all these creatures and protect the order command, but no. I died like yeah. It wasn't fun. So Warhammer. See if I can hit him with my Searing Smite for once.
Everything around you is dead.
Yeah. Huge bad on me for not giving you guys that half-orc NPC the whole fight, guys.
Do we have any allies that are unconscious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
Sugar's across the river, and he's on the ground drowning, basically.
Alright, so that was 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I have a spell level reach. It's not very strong.
Still.
Let me measure this real quick, just make sure I'm measuring properly. So anyone that's with any of my allies that are within 30 feet of me, or up to 6 people, there's only 6 of us. So yeah, I'm gonna heal all of us that are within 30 feet,
So I'm
for
not
whatever
healing?
this is.
Am I not healing?
Nice. Prayer of Healing is awesome.
Oh, okay, you get me. Okay. How much?
Yeah, I
do
get
heal
you.
doing?
It's 11.
Okay.
That
and then
takes a
you'll
minute or
killed
something,
11 in. Huh?
right? It takes like a minute, though, right?
I don't think so. I think it's an
Oh.
action. Let me just double check.
Okay.
Oh shit! What the fuck? I get okay. I guess it is. Wow, that's wow.
So you start if you want. That's fine. You start.
It's 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh.
So I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, that could kill me then.
You're all casting a spell 10 minutes later.
I'm just gonna cast Cure Wounds on him because he's the only one I can reach with that, and it can only hit one person. But yeah, so you'll take 8 healing.
So is that goblin still up? That one goblin that's fleeing?
That's a far reach. Holy shit.
So, yeah, you have to reach him though. How do you reach him?
300 attack range.
No. Cure Wounds though is a touch.
I can't do that either, so I'm doing Healing Word, so it's even less. I'll do that to myself. There's 3, bud.
That's what you wanted. All right, up by 3. It's not your turn though, my friend.
All right, yeah.
I'll
wait.
Goblin is now. Let's see, dashing again. He's now 120. Let's see, hold on. I know what you want to do, so 1 second. He's 240 feet from you.
Okay, that's fine.
Take your shot.
Oh, I can attack? Okay.
Well, nobody else is going to be able to, so...
Alright, from here, I'm going to... Oh, gee, where is my character sheet gone?
If you miss, he's gone, though.
Maybe we should just let him go.
14?
14 does not hit. Goblin's gone.
Alright.
Alright, guys. We're going to end the round there. It was great combat. I hope you guys had fun with it. No one died, which is good.
Right.
Yeah.
Figure out XP and everything off screen. For those who did stick it out, I think a lot of people already took off because we ran a little past our time, but for everyone who did come in, thanks guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. And I hope you'll come back next week. If anybody else wants to say anything before we go, please feel free.
Alright, well, I will see you next time.
Thanks for GMing. It was really fun.
Goblin lives matter.
This game was great.
Ocean will rise again.
I've played in that you've ran just because I feel like it was the party. Everybody kind of got along well.
Awesome.
Alright, I'm ending the
Thanks,
stream.
guys.